War never changes, but Commander does because they keep sending us new Universes Beyond cards. We are Nerds of the West. We have a Beck.
Hello.
We have a Callum.
How we doing?
We have a Kai.
No.
My name's Tom, and today, as you might be able to tell from the few bits of effort we put in, we are playing the Fallout 4 Commander decks. Kai has very graciously brought his collection of all 4 decks along, and we're going to dive right into it. We didn't pull any art cards, so today we are using a lovely, beautiful pre-war Lord of the Rings art card, and Callum has the play.
I have the play.
What do you got
because
going on?
I rolled dice. Today I'm playing Caesar Legion's Empire. Basically, I want to make a bunch of boys, sacrifice the boys, and then get benefits for them. So, hopefully, we have fun with that. I'll draw for turn.
Callum's in my camera.
I will
He does that a little bit.
drop a Memorial to Glory tapped and pass the turn.
I'm playing the Wise Mothman. Whenever the Wise Mothman enters the battlefield, attacks, each player gets a rad counter, which is a new type of counter. Do you want me to explain that now or when we do them?
Does it explain it on the card?
No.
Don't worry about it.
Cool. Also, whenever one or more non-land cards are milled, I put a 1/1 counter on each of up to X target creatures, where X is the number of non-land cards milled this way.
Oh, that's gross.
So when people mill non-land cards, all my stuff gets stronger.
Mill with a win con? Crazy.
Because they mutate. Because they're mutants.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to draw, and then I am going to play Opulent Palace, which is a land. Enters the battlefield tapped, and tapped to add swamp, forest, or island.
That's all the colors you need.
All of my colors.
Hi, I'm Tom. I am playing Dr. Madison Lee, who I don't think she's the only character to be in multiple Fallout games, but
No.
she's definitely one of the major ones to come across. I am playing the science deck today. Whenever I cast an artifact spell, I get an energy counter. I can pay 1 energy. Target creature gets +1/+0 against trample and haste. I can pay 3 and tap Madison Lee to draw a card, and I can pay 5, return target artifact card from my graveyard to the battlefield. I will say I'm probably going to have to edit this video later, but if you are watching live, the card cam, for some reason, call it radiation, call it mutants, call it whatever you want, only seems to like our commanders and not a lot of anything else, which is not great.
Still doesn't want to work.
I'll try and move Kai's commander over in case that's the issue. I am going to play a Glacial Fortress, which comes in tapped, and I will pass the turn.
Alrighty, I am Beck. I am playing Dogmeat, the Ever Loyal. When Dogmeat enters the battlefield, I mill 5 cards, and then I return any auras or equipment cards from my graveyard to my hand. And then whenever a creature I control that's enchanted or equipped attacks, I create a junk token, which it's an artifact with, if I tap it and sacrifice this artifact, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Activate only as a sorcery. So
Nailed it.
I get stuff.
Tom, does yours trigger on attack as well?
No, whenever I cast an artifact spell.
So the 3 of us have like attack triggers, and Tom's like,
The Jeskai player sitting back? Crazy.
Yeah. He's just a cheeky science boy hanging back.
Just the cheekiest of science.
All right.
Science will win in the end.
I'm going to do the classic turn 1 play. Mountain, tap it for Soul Ring. But a fancy Soul Ring.
target.
Get her.
And then just to make sure that I have no 2... Okay, that is my turn.
Cool. I'm going to untap, draw for turn. That's not what I wanted to see, but it'll do. I'm going to drop a Tainted Fields. I'm going to tap 2 for... Where's he gone? This one here, the Impassioned Orator. Impassioned Orator. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under my control, I gain 1 life. I'm tapped out.
Get him!
Go ahead, Kai. I'm also going to take off this Pit Boy because it is now getting uncomfortable.
No, Pit Boys are totally functional and great and amazing. I did like how in the show they actually made it seem thin and light and
bit less
portable.
bulky. Yeah. I'm going to play Ash Barrens, and I'm going to pay 1 to land cycle it. I can do that. It doesn't have summoning.
No, that works the other way around.
You play that from your hand.
You play that from your hand to search for a library. It doesn't also count as a land.
Well, then I will tap Opulent Palace to get some mana to play that from my hand to land cycle it.
Yes.
Yes?
Easy.
Yes.
I'll teach you guys Fallout stuff. You teach me magic stuff. And I'm also going to take this off.
So you can then play the land that you search for.
right,
which is
'cause I
probably
haven't played.
because you haven't played a land for turn yet.
Cool.
I doubt you have any other turn 1 play, but
I mean,
so 1 mana play.
No.
All right, cool. I will let you search, and I will continue my turn then.
I got spooked.
You got spooked?
I will play a Plains, of which I love these Fallout planes from Fallout. These are absolutely beautiful. The worst part of the Fallout decks not being available anywhere is that you can't get those to do anything with. And I will tap 2 for a Talisman of Conviction.
threat.
I can add colorless, or I can pay to add a red or a white, and it deals damage to me. Turn.
Interesting. Interesting.
Is it though? Or are you just really happy to finally draw a good card?
No, it's interesting.
I wonder how much of that is going to be tonight. Is this interesting? Is this a good reprint? Is this a fancy new card? Because this card's going to be fun. I could have played it, but I wanted to ramp.
Okay, well, we're going to play Rootbound Crag, which, and I'll put it on here, enters the battlefield tapped unless I control a mountain or a forest, and I do control a mountain. Look at it. Right there.
That's a great mountain.
Whoa.
That's better than my Plains, to be honest.
Honestly, all the land cards look so good. And each one has 2 designs. One of them is like, I suppose, ground level art, and then the other one is like an isometric view, like the original games.
I'm looking at both of them right now.
Very good. Very nice.
That's my turn.
Untap.
Nothing you can play for 4? Everything
Nothing.
needs white?
And she wants to play it for 4.
Brutal.
That's better. That's better. Let's go ahead and play one of them full art lands. What's Beck play? Beck plays the front view one. I'm also going to play a top view one, like Kai. I'm going to pass.
Well,
sorry.
Nothing
I
you
will
can do
attack.
for 3.
Threat, Tom, swing.
Yeah, all right.
Take 2.
Take 2?
Yep.
Then down to 38. Pass.
Cool. I shall untap my Opulent Palace. I shall draw a card.
But we never ended up putting the Vault Boy. They're fine there.
Yeah.
There's a Vault Boy over here. There's some pop.
It's a Pit Boy Vault Boy.
Oh yeah, it's like the screen one.
Yeah,
Nice. I thought it was like a VATS thing, but you're right. It's a Pip Boy thing.
it's Pit Boy Vault Boy.
Cool. I shall tap Opulent. No, I won't. Other way around.
Is it your thumb or my thumb?
That line coming.
What a good moment.
So good.
I shall play Darkwater Catacombs, which is a land I can pay 1 to tap it to add island, not water.
Blue.
Island.
Blue.
Blue
And black.
and black, which means I don't still have enough because I'd have to tap 1 to tap it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still only
So
have
we-
3 mana available, but it filters your mana into your other colors.
Yeah, which I shall. Wait. Yeah, so I can still get to 3. So I'm going to tap my Opulent Palace, my forest, pay for my Darkwater Catacombs to play a Feral Ghoul, which is a creature. It's a zombie mutant with menace. One of you will explain menace to me, as if, obviously I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just
Whenever another creature you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on Feral Ghoul. When Feral Ghoul dies, each opponent gets a number of rad counters equal to its power.
That is pretty gross. Menace means it has to be blocked by 2 creatures.
Right, yes.
Or more, if the person so chooses.
I love how it's equal to its power and not equal to like number of possible counters on it. So
That
you can
would've been
like
cool.
buff it as it dies, and it's like everyone gets more red counters.
Cool.
Isn't that
And
fun?
tap.
Alrighty then. I will drop another Plains because
This
I
is
still
just
haven't
excessive
drawn
now.
a red mana source. And for 2.
Oh, that's interesting.
That doesn't work the way I wanted to. Cool. 2, I will. No, I am going to have to do it this way. I think this is the better play. I will be taking 1 damage from the Talisman of Conviction down to 37 because I will be casting. Dr. Madison-Lee hits the field.
Nice.
I don't have a 1-drop artifact.
Dies
so I
for full
pass the turn.
damage. Oh.
I was just going to say the interesting thing is that this particular art card is designed by Konstantin Marin. The full art planes cards are designed by Konstantin Marin.
Are they all?
No, my forest isn't.
No. Okay. But this one is.
Yeah, these ones are.
Yeah, the basic.
Honestly, the art is just so good.
They did a real good job of capturing the game while still making it feel. You know when Magic cards have like art that is in motion and doing something and showing the
Yeah.
world. They did good. They did
Okay, I'm going to play Scattered Groves, which enters the battlefield tapped. I could have cycled it for 2, which is discarding it and then drawing a card, but I like the land
Fair.
part of it.
Fair.
So leaving with 4. Wouldn't you know it? Still can't play anything.
Cards are expensive.
It's also, they're very picky about what they can and cannot be.
Because you keep a handful of cards that need white and have very little white generation.
I was hoping I'd pick up a forest by now. And turn.
There's a forest there.
Yeah, but it doesn't say forest in it.
That does.
I'm very confused what you would need an actual forest for.
I mean, I can show you.
Yeah.
Quick, use the information against her.
I mean, fair.
That's a forest plains, so
Yeah, it's a
but
forest.
technically this counts.
That one counts, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
No, that's fine.
Untap. Draw for turn. Let's drop a Desolate Mire. Let's do that. Let's go
Keyboard.
4 mana. Let's play a White Glove Gourmand.
Gourmand.
Oh, it worked. Hey.
Yeah, it seems to be getting there a bit better now.
It's learning. It's an AI.
Learning.
When White Glove Gourmand enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 white human soldier creature tokens. So I'm going to gain 3 life, and I'll make 2 soldier creature tokens.
Get him.
What
Get
do you
him.
mean?
You just gained 3 life
Have a
from
soldier
playing.
creature token, and then because tokens are
42,
limited,
53.
we've got some. No, put those dice away.
Put those dice away.
I have in this fantabulous box that a friend of mine printed for me. Shout out Ben. A fortune, a veritable fortune in bottle caps. So if you would like to put a couple of bottle caps on there to show you've got 2 soldiers.
I'm more than happy to.
Is it 2 or 3?
2?
Okay.
But 1, 2, 3 entered for 3 life.
That's how it works.
I'm just excited to make use of the bottle caps I've been collecting for
6 years.
a while.
Those ones have Scummoning Sickness.
It's upside down now.
Yeah, because they have Scummoning Sickness. And
Don't worry about him. He's a very special boy.
let's swing it, Tom.
I have a
Sorry,
blocker.
Beck, I mean. Beck is what I meant to say because she doesn't have blockers. 2 damage coming at you, Beck.
Okay.
The other Tom.
They are upside
I hate that.
Deal with it.
Was that 2 damage?
2 damage.
Yeah.
They are upside down, A, so that you guys can read them, and B, so that I remember I can't attack with them this turn.
I mean, I can't read it.
Go ahead. Sucks to be you.
The man's got a point. All right, I shall untap and I shall draw. Oopsie. Ooh. We'll play Fetid Pools, which enters the battlefield tapped. And then I shall tap my Darkwater Catacombs, which gives me 2 mana to play the artifact Contagion Clasp. When Contagion Class enters the battlefield, put a -1/-1 counter on a target creature. It's not enough to kill anything.
It is. You can kill one of your
Oh, that's
soldiers.
true. There are soldiers. But then it will die, and then I can't proliferate the token
That is very fair.
because it will be dead. So instead, I'm going to put it on Dr. Madison Lee.
No.
Sorry.
How dare you?
She's a commander.
Look, she's never actually going to swing. She's just here for energy reasons.
What is she, a neg1/neg1? Yes.
-1/-1. Correct.
Pay 4 and tap to proliferate. Oof.
Yeah, and then I shall
That's
pass
doable.
turn.
Lachlan, kill the bot.
Get butt.
Kill it. Kill it.
I got spooked
Stream boo!
I will drop a command tower for turn, and then
Guys, look, it's the lucky 38.
that is pretty cool, actually.
What is it?
It's the lucky 38.
It's the
Fallout New Vegas, the casino.
I will
I haven't played New Vegas.
pay 2
State your shame louder.
for a lightning greaves because you've targeted my commander, and I would like to protect her, so I will put that on there. She now has Shroud and Haste.
Proliferate gets around those, boy.
Does it?
Because it's...
Yeah, it's on the
Oh,
counter.
no, it's tied. No,
Choose
yeah,
any
you,
number
you
of
still
permanents.
target. You still target.
And all players then give each another counter of each kind already there.
It doesn't say the word
Is
target.
choosing any number of permanents.
I'm going to need you to search if choosing
I
is the same as
will-
targeting.
I will get around.
That gives me 1 energy counter. I'm just going to leave this box open because I'm going to need these.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then I will. Here you go, you can have that bit. I pay 3 for a Nuka-Cola vending machine, of which I can pay 1 to create a food token, which is another kind of artifact. And then whenever I sack a food token, I create a tapped treasure token,
Can you kill the bug?
which gives me a second
I've
energy
had it.
counter.
What an energetic
It
man.
hasn't actually...
You need to time them out to remove messages.
Okay.
And I will pass the turn.
Does this mean you have to unban them to time them out?
Maybe.
It's fine. Beck, what you got?
I got an untap. And I got a draw. Huh.
That's true then. Maybe I can see it because I'm a...
A mod. Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
It's not a big deal.
Look, just click on the link, right?
That's it.
It's just a shady link.
Alrighty. So, I'm going to play Sun Petal Grove, which is relevant, and the card I showed Tom, because it enters the battlefield tapped unless I control a forest or a plains.
Hey.
Scattered Groves is a forest plains. So it is both.
So it's a double negative and it enters that.
It actually enters battlefield super tapped. Yeah.
Like these ones. I'm starting to get
You
it.
can't tap it. Yeah.
But I may play it for a forest or a plains, which now gives me 3 forest
3 green mana.
sources, 2 plains sources, and 2 mountain sources. I'm ready to fucking go.
Total 6 mana. Threat.
Threat.
That's a lot of mana.
Okay, so it's still 3, so instead I'm... Oh no, I have 6 mana at my disposal. Nice.
I don't think that's good for the rest of us. I think Beck having commander mana and possibly some equipment, remembering that she gets equipment back from the graveyard when she casts her commander, means she's going to have options.
On caster or on ETB?
It's a
on ETB.
Yeah.
it's a big time equipment deck.
Which is scarier than cast.
Yeah.
I flicker my commander. More equipment.
I'm just trying to decide if it's worth me... Oh no, because what Dogmeat does is that he mills 5 cards, and then I return an aura or equipment card from my
Yes.
graveyard to my hand. So it's not artifact, so that doesn't help me.
Most equipments are artifacts. All equipments are artifacts.
Yes, but an artifact that would potentially give me extra mana,
No.
yes, doesn't help me. So we are going to instead 1 for plains, 2 for green, 3... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Dumb. 2 plains. 2 plains for a pure steel paladin, a human knight. Whenever an equipment enters the battlefield under my control, I may draw a card. He also has metalcraft. Equipment you control have equipped 0 as long as you control 3 or more artifacts.
Okay, scary.
Just a little bit.
Something I learned to draft the other night.
Doing what?
Putting it on the tilt
Yep.
so that you know it has summoning sickness.
It's fair. Some people do it that way. Some people tap that way, which is just wrong. I'm sorry, that's just wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, arena taps that way, so...
Since when?
You play arena and your lands tap slightly. They don't go 90 degrees.
Oh, gross.
Always.
What a dumb,
That's
dumb
gross.
game. What a dumb kid's game.
I haven't played arena in a while.
What, Magic?
Yeah.
But arena also grays out your lands when they're used, so it's like...
That's a bit better.
What a weird
Okay.
thing. Digital card games. How strange.
Hello. Down.
Trying to look at what's in it.
Tapping for 2 to play.
Drum roll.
Oh, hang on. I'm just tapping on one mana,
I
so
do
it's
like-
out.
Yep.
Out in the field. That's for a green. I'm going to start with Sticky Fingers, Enchantment Aura, Enchant Creature. Enchanted creature has menace, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. And when the enchanted creature dies, I draw a card.
Cool.
And that will go on my Pure Steel Paladin. And then, with the 1 floating colorless and 1 green mana in play, I have Animal Friend. which is a irradiated squirrel. I do require a enchanted creature. Enchanted creature has whenever this creature attacks, create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. Put a +1/+1 counter on that token for each aura and equipment attached to this creature other than animal feet.
Anyone got removal real quick?
No.
Anyone got
I
a
have-
mini nuke?
I have slowdown options, but there are artifact slowdown options.
There's nothing wrong with this. It's just me trying to rebuild the wasteland with lovely squirrel friends.
May I read dog meat, please?
Don't worry, we've got a scientist, a ghoul,
squirrel
some
friends.
plebe soldiers, and you've got a paladin of steel, juiced up.
He's not juiced up.
The problem is we
He may
remove
have menace. Oh
He's-
my god.
Oh,
We
His
remove the
chops.
paladin, she can get
the enchantments.
enchantments back.
Yeah. How big's your paladin now?
It is 2/2.
Plus
None of those give.
No, not yet. So, enchant creature has menace, and whenever it deals combat damage, I create a treasure token. And then animal friend, it's only when I attack. So, because pure steel paladin is currently summoned and sick, he is 2/2.
Fair enough.
He's just jumped out of a helicopter, guys. A vertibird.
Just jumped out of a helicopter, landed
he's
on a
just-
squirrel, you know,
He's
as
just
you do.
jumped out of a vertibird. He's done nothing yet. Nothing.
No.
Honestly, bravest thing he's ever done. Vertibirds just fall out of the sky.
What you got, Callum?
Is that my Specs turn?
I pass the turn.
Untap. I got my boys online. Draw for turn.
Turns out P the T is a very North of the West expression.
100%, yeah.
Pulled it out at draft on Wednesday night, and the person I was playing against was like, "What the fuck is that?"
What are you talking about?
That made me uncomfortable to listen to, and I went, "Well, yes, yes."
Let's go ahead and tap 1, 2, 3, 4 mana.
Count.
And we're going to play Marshall's Anthem. I'm not kicking it because I have no benefit to and not the mana right now. It's working!
It's actually getting there. You gotta keep.
My feet are under my side of the
They're
table.
not. I moved mine out from underneath my chair and kicked you.
Fight.
Enchantment. Creatures I control get +1/+1. When Marshall's Anthem enters the battlefield, return up to X target creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the number of times Marshall's Anthem was kicked. I did not kick it. I did not get any bonuses. However, my 1/1 soldiers are now 2/2 soldiers.
Probably should have killed those, hey?
I could have killed one of them.
Would have been better for all of us.
Thank you.
Look, just get yourself
No, because it's not counters.
Liberty Prime.
Look, I would have had a blocker. but-
Okay.
I don't care if you have blockers. I care if I have
Howdy,
blockers.
nerds. Hey, Paper Waster, if you're a mod, you may not be able to see it.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Tom, how
I wanna
big's-
worry about it.
How big's your commander?
She's a 1/2.
1/2. Okay. Bex is a 2/2. We're gonna go 1 soldier at Tom, 1 soldier at Beck, and then these 2 at Kai because I haven't swung it yet. So 6 damage coming at Kai, 2 damage coming at each of Tom and Beck.
Alright. Well, I will block one of them with my Feral Ghoul. I will block...
They're 3/3s
Oh, they're 3/3s.
because of that.
Yeah.
They're all 3/3s.
3/3, 2/2.
It's probably not worth blocking.
Yeah. I thought it was if I killed one of them and
Yeah.
gave him red counters, but I'm not that way. So I will take the 6.
I will take the 2.
I'll take the 2.
I'm not a threat.
No, you're a threat. Can't, I'm afraid. Damn. You should try harder.
Guys, we should all hit Callum in the face with stuff.
And on that note, I will P the T.
Guys,
Cool.
Can I go play Fallout?
You are playing for.
I would love to play Fallout, but guess whose computer died this week?
Was it yours?
It was mine.
Hey, I let you play Fallout with me last
It
night.
was cute. It was fun. I bought Beck some katsu pork balls that I made, and then
Sounds so wrong. You made meatballs.
yeah, they're made out of pork.
Mum, can I play Fallout? We've got Fallout at home.
Look, that is half the reason to buy this. It's not because Kai likes magic. It's just because Kai really wanted a Fallout card game he could play with his child as they grow up.
Pretty much. My intention is to never touch these decks and just this is a Fallout card game, not magic. I will tap 4 to play Recon Craft Theta. Woo-woo. which is a artifact vehicle with flying. And when Recon Craft Theta enters the battlefield, I create a 0/0 blue alien creature token.
What game is that one from?
All of them, kinda.
Yeah.
3 has a whole expansion set on Recon Craft Theta.
And they show up in 4.
They show up in 4. You can find crashed UFOs in Fallout 1 and 2. Where's the alien?
I'm literally building towards my entire character in 4 at the moment is built towards getting the alien pistol and just using that forever.
Okay.
Which means I gotta have my science leveled up enough that I can mod the pistol so I don't have to use its limited resources.
And I put a 1/1 token on it.
Yoink.
Thank you. Whenever Recon Craft Theta attacks, which is a 4/4, it proliferate. And Crew 2. Someone explain me what Crew 2 means.
You need to tap a creature with 2, or tap creatures with at least 2 power, and then that becomes a creature and can then attack. Unfortunately,
So right now it's just an artifact.
right now it's just an artifact.
Right.
Artifacts don't have summoning sickness, but creatures do.
Right.
So it can't attack right now.
Right.
But next turn you'll be able to proliferate and start doing things.
Instant speed, so you can block with it as well. You can be like, I don't want to block with this guy. I'm going to tap him to make this
crew
creature
that,
to block.
Which is a bigger. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Did you figure out
it's-
if choosing is targeting?
I did not
And
figure
so it's 2
power.
power.
First number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It is a little bit weird, but vehicles are fun.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's all my mana. I don't think I want to. I could swing at Callan.
No, simply choosing is not targeting.
Gross.
Okay.
So yes, you may choose Tom's thingy to
You know what?
proliferate.
Probably a good call to target my commander then, because you can just slowly
Nice.
kill her even though I've protected her.
So what you're saying is I could tap the Feral Ghoul
Yeah.
to crew the Recon Craft.
Yeah.
And then swing with it.
Not this turn, because if it becomes a creature, it had summoning sickness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
But in the future, yes, just not this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can swing at someone with the goal.
Yeah.
No one can block it right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just depends if you want to use it for blocking in the future, because
Yeah.
magic things.
Yeah.
You can also proliferate this and make it a 2/2.
Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna pass.
Alrighty then.
These games go quick when you don't have to teach someone magic
That is
while
true.
you're playing magic.
I'm going to drop a Prairie Stream, which enters untapped because I control 2 basic lands. And with my 7 mana, I think, Callum, you've got currently no artifacts.
Correct. I have no artifacts.
All right. I will pay 2 for an over-encumbered enchant opponent. When an over-encumbered enters the battlefield, enchant opponent creates a clue token, a fruit token, and a junk token. At the beginning of combat and on enchanted opponent's turn, that player may pay 1 for each artifact they control.
I assume it's not May.
May pay 1 for each artifact they control. If they don't, creatures they control can't attack this turn.
It doesn't say that. It just says if they don't, creatures can't attack this combat.
Yes, but it's only on their turn.
Sure.
So I am taking out of the 2 of you, who doesn't want this?
Quick, say not it. So what does it do again? You enchant someone, they make those.
They get a clue, a food, and a junk.
Yep.
But at the beginning of combat on their turn, they may pay 1 for each artifact they control. If they don't, they can't attack.
Okay, that's big.
I mean, I don't want it.
I don't want it either.
What
I mean,
are you willing to
no
give
one
me?
wants it because you're.
What are you willing to give me?
Kai's
I
got 2
won't attack you.
artifacts.
But he will also get 3 more.
Yeah,
I
but
won't
he has to
attack
pay.
for 10 turns.
So you have to pay 5 to be able to attack.
Sorry, the other way.
Yeah, I'm bribing you over here, and you're like, that's it.
Deal.
You get it.
Target back.
You tried to bribe me?
There you go, Kai. Enjoy your food tokens.
Hell yeah.
And then I don't really know why this card is in this deck, but it's too good not to play.
It's just a board wipe. It's a nuke.
So if Kai wants to
Yeah.
attack, he has to pay 5 mana.
Yeah. Which currently I do not have.
Looks like you're sitting pretty.
That's okay because I can just use
can-
all 3 of those on my next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can pop them.
What's
Helps me out just a
and
little
get
bit.
things. So
what is junk?
sacrifice card, exile top card from your library, play the card this turn.
But
Junk-
it
Junk's a
is
new ability.
worth noting
We can try
that
and put it on.
your Recon Craft Theta and your Contagion Clasp are artifacts.
Yeah.
So you'll need to get rid of them, but still pay however much mana for those ones.
Yeah. Cool. It'll slow Kai down. That's all that matters right now. I'm going to pay 4 for a Panharmonicon, which is weird because Madison Lee is on cast, so it doesn't actually trigger Panharmonicon, but if an artifact or creature entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time.
Great card. Great card.
What?
Look, I just get double things. Don't worry about it. It will only go well.
That should be in Beck's deck. Let's be
That
honest.
To be honest,
in my
yeah.
deck, yeah.
Plus turn.
Dog meat enters and it's like blah blah.
It probably is, to be honest.
Okie dokie.
Just saying, I would love some red matter right now.
Look, I finally got some, which is nice, but it is just a command tower, so like it's getting there slowly.
There are a lot of words. A lot of words.
Just
All
a few
right.
words.
So, Temple of Abandon. It's a T-Rex. It enters the battlefield tapped, but when it enters the battlefield, I scry 1.
I actually love those lands. They're probably the only tap lands that I still run these days. So them and the new Surveil lands, just as good. Ooh,
I can go on bottom. I don't need that.
all right.
All right. White. Green, red. 4. Dog meat. The ever loyal. Woo.
That's a very good boy.
Is a goodbye.
I had the pleasure of pointing out to Beck last night that in Fallout 4, Dogmeat doesn't count as a companion. So he lets you run as a lone wanderer, get all the perks of lone wanderer, but still have him hanging out with you, which is...
Yes.
Is that because by law, like he's not your dog, he's just like
He's just a dog.
he's just a dog and he's chilling with you.
hanging.
He just decided to follow me. That's not on me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't pay him. When Dogmeat enters the battlefield, mill 5 cards, then return an aura or equipment card from the graveyard to my hand. Whenever a creature you control that's enchanted or equipped attacks, create a junk token.
Hey.
So,
Mill 5, mill into your area so we can see them.
1.
Any reason you tapped 4 for that?
The Temple of Abandon comes in tapped.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
If you were paying attention.
I was not.
Yes.
Clearly.
Reading the card hidden under the rest of our lands explains the card hidden under the rest of our lands.
It's called organization. Something Tom doesn't understand. All right, 1, strong back, enchanted creature. Who knew? 2, Codsworth. Hell yeah. He's an artifact creature.
Means you can't get him.
No, damn it. 3, perception bobblehead, an artifact bobblehead. 4, pre-war formalware, artifact equipment. That is something I can get. And then 5, a mountain. So
Yeah.
I can't get that.
2 options.
2 options, the first one and the fourth one.
Yes. So I have pre-war formalware.
Whenever pre-war formalware enters the battlefield, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield and attach pre-worn formalware to it. That's a free Codsworth.
Or strongback, enchant creature, equip abilities you activate that target enchanted creatures cost 3 less to activate. Aura spells you cast the target enchanted creature cost 3 less to activate. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 for each aura and equipment card attached to it.
You can play both of them this turn.
Well, she can only pull one of them back,
Yeah.
right?
I
But
can
she's
only
got-
pull one of them back, and I'm
got
going
both
to
green
take
and white
pre-war
mana.
formalware.
That's fair. It's either make one creature real big or make another creature, like get a creature for free, which is pretty decent.
Well, I think I've got to do it, right?
You gotta do it. You gotta get that
I
Codsworth.
got to do it.
Matt Berry on your battlefield? Oh,
1, 2 for 3 mana. 4, you guessed it. Pre-war formalware. When pre-war formalware enters the battlefield, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield and attach pre-war formalware to it.
It's a pretty good mill. It's a pretty good mill.
That's a very good mill, actually. What are the chances those would come out together? Thank you.
yep.
Commanders you control have ward 2.
Mm-hmm.
So to
To target dog meat, or we dog meat, yeah, we have to pay 2.
Or counter target spell.
Or counter target spell. We can still play the card, it just gets countered.
Unless it says uncounterable.
Exactly.
And then I can tap him to add 2 white mana, spend this mana only to cast aura and or equipment spells, and I can tap him to attach target aura or equipment you control to target creature you control, activate only as a sorcerer.
Oh, that's great. Moving equipment and auras around at, like, sorcery speed?
He's also +2/+2 and has vigilance.
Nice.
So he still has summoning sickness, which
Yeah.
is fine. So that'll go there.
So you can literally tap. Oh no, you can't tap him because he's got something sickness. I was gonna say you
Yeah.
can tap him to move this onto
Onto
like,
the big boy.
big boy.
But she does have the big boy with what? Menace and create some squirrels for attacking?
I mean, yeah, it kind of makes sense that I just swing with it now.
Yeah.
Tom, how many creatures do you have?
One, but you promised not to attack me.
True. You have...
I'm tapped. I have 1 open mana.
True. And you have...
An alien, a ghoul, and a spaceship.
But the spaceship's not a thing until it becomes a thing.
But he can make it a thing.
Yeah, at instant speed. We love at instant speed.
Yeah.
I have no creatures but 1 open mana.
Kill him. Get him.
Alrighty. Actually, purely based on reading the card, explaining the card, we're going to swing the Pure Steel Paladin at Callum, because he cannot block. It does have Menace, but it also has, because of Sticky Fingers, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token.
It's pretty good.
Yes.
No blocks.
However, whenever this creature attacks, which it has now done, create a 1/1 green squirrel token, put a +1/+1 counter on that token for each aura and equipment attached to this creature other than Animal Friend. Did I say Fiend?
2 counters.
So it gets 2 +1/+1 counters.
Nice.
Is that tapped and attacking?
No, just enters.
Okay, so I will take 2 damage
Yes.
down to 41.
I love treasure tokens.
Very cool.
I'll go down there. Yeah, that's my turn.
I love treasure tokens. I like to play with them at some time.
Untap. Upkeep. Nothing. Draw for turn.
I haven't seen any removal yet. I'm really hoping these decks have it, but like,
Surely.
you never know.
Tom, how big's your thing?
1/2.
Beck, you've got a 3/3. And how big's Codsworth?
Codsworth is 4/5.
Okay. Let's go ahead and swing everything at Tom.
Woo!
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage.
I take 10.
Oof.
Down to 25.
And I will P the T. Go ahead, Kai.
Cool.
Mr. Landrop. Sage.
Deal with it. I'm not missing any land drops, but I haven't drawn any other creatures, so...
I'm going to play Exotic Orchard. Tap to add 1 mana of any color of a land that your opponents could produce, which is
That's my favorite kind of flower.
some colors.
I have white and
What are
black. So black for you.
I have green for you.
And I have red, white, and blue.
So you have access to...
I have access to all
every
of the
colour.
colors that I might need.
But you only get 1.
Wonderful. Now, I can't attack unless I pay 5, which I could now do, but I'm thinking that might not be the best call right at this point in time.
This one's
If-
free to tap and sap.
Yeah. So, quick question. If I tap this junk token
Yep.
to sacrifice that artifact, exile the top card of my library, and may play the card this turn. Obviously, if I can't play it, it's still get exiled. If I can't
it's
afford
just
it, it
exiled
gets
forever.
exiled.
Yeah.
If I do play it and it's, say, a creature and then it gets killed, does it go to the graveyard or does it get exiled?
Graveyard. It'll stay in exile if you don't cast it. As soon as you do cast it, normal
Cool.
rules.
All right, actually, I'll tap my junk token to exile this basic land. Unfortunately, I have played land this turn, so I can't play it.
Can't
So
do
it's
shit,
gone.
can't
It means you're not drawing the land.
I kind of could have used the land, to be honest.
Oh, cool. Island shop.
That's fine.
It seems to be working.
It's hit and miss, but it's getting there. It's doing its best. The AI is learning.
It's learning.
Yeah.
I have got 2 more pesky artifacts over there. I think I'm just gonna burn through them. So both. Hang on, what was it? It was food and
Food, junk,
Food junk.
Food junk and clue. I've given myself
Yes.
2 food instead of a food and a clue.
I mean, food is great. You should use it as often as possible.
All right. The clue card. Pay 2, sacrifice this card to draw a card. So I will pay 2 to sacrifice the clue.
Great in the card.
Draw a card. Wow.
It's a card that does things.
I'll read that later. It's got a lot of words on
So
it.
you now have 3 more artifacts. So you still could attack and pay 3.
I could, but instead I'm going to pay 2 to sacrifice my food and gain 3 life.
Whee!
Nice, Gary.
You're up to 6. 46. Nope. I was looking at it backwards and upside down.
7.
37.
37.
37.
Cool.
Oh, dream's gone.
That's not.
So I've got 1 mana left. Not enough for me to pay enough to attack. That's okay. I'm a nice guy. I don't attack things. And pass 10.
Alright, give me 1 moment, so I'm just trying to
We'll
fix something.
untap.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but Tom said he passed the turn.
Yeah, he said, I won't be playing anything this turn, and I want everyone to hit me as hard as they can.
Quick back, turn around and hit him.
No, he meant in the game.
I meant in real life.
I know. I'm well aware of what you meant. But we don't support violence on Nerds of the West. I don't think you can see my face on the camera, leaning forward like this.
Oh, yeah, I totally can.
Let's all leave in.
That was an unfortunate face I just made then. Oh, that's why.
I was fixing things. Alrighty then. Sorry, in your end step, I would like to tap Madison Lee to use my 3 energy counters to draw a card. And then in my untap.
Oh yeah, that's why you do that. You get an extra card draw when you do that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to play this Sulphur Falls, which enters untapped because I control an island in the form of my Prairie Stream. I have a whole lot of lands, not a whole lot of anything else.
Considered getting other things.
So I'd like to pay 2 for an Arcane Signet, getting myself an energy counter.
I'd like one of those.
I would then like to pay 4, including using the Arcane
I'd
Signet.
like to look at it, please.
You're welcome to look at it. It's great. For a Mystic Forge, which means I can look at the top card of my library at any time. I can cast artifact spells and colorless spells from the top of my library. So I would now like to use the best 12 words in Magic and look at the top card of my library at any time.
Library. It's 11.
You may look at the top card of your library anytime.
At any time.
It's 13.
Some of them say at any time and some say any time, and it goes back and forth and confuses me.
What do you remember it as in chat? Is it 11, 12, or 13? Because I'm judging by my original count.
This is great, but not what I need, which is really unfortunate.
Can you cast from the top of your library?
I can. You may cast artifact spells and colorless spells from the top of your library. But I am going to pay 1 life and exile the top card of my library, because while this is awesome, and whenever one or more artifact creatures I control deal combat damage to a player, I get energy, I don't have any of those, so it's kind of useless. So I'm going to exile that and then look at the top card of my library again, taking that 1 life down to 24. All right. And I will have to leave him on top. I have no other option. But I will pay 1 to create a food token and pass the turn.
Are you tapping that to make the food token?
Yes, I am.
Have a Nuka-Cola.
Nuka-Cola. It looks. I was about to say it looks cherry, but it's just a normal Nuka-Cola. I have a lot of things, but I'm not doing a lot. Leave me alone. I'm not a threat.
You're
A
definitely
lot of
a threat.
cards.
I have a lot of cards.
And
This isn't a
also,
card.
he does this every time. He's like, I'm not a threat. And then he's also like, I am definitely a threat. You guys should have dealt with me sooner. I don't know why you listen to me.
Is
And
that
I'm
from
like, I never
entering or is
listened
that
to
from...
Never.
Whenever I cast an artifact spell, and I cast 2 artifact spells.
You should definitely attack the other people at the table because it's going to be worse for you in the long run.
Guys, you should just let me play the game. Hey.
Let me just win.
I'm not saying I should win.
Just scoop.
I'm just saying I have a lot of artifacts and no synergy.
Yeah.
Callum, on the other hand.
What do you mean? I have no artifacts and no synergy.
And for a token deck, I don't have a lot of tokens.
Alrighty. I am going to tap green to play Abundant Growth. Enchanted Land. When Abundant Growth enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted Land has tap, add 1 mana of any color. So I'm drawing my card
So it doesn't mean you can tap the land for 2 mana. It just means you can tap it for any color.
for any color. And, you know, the mountain's looking a little monocolored over here. So we're just going to, right there.
Nice.
Now that mountain can do whatever I want it to do. And then, I also have a treasure that lets me do the same thing. So now my mountain and my treasure token are like the same.
But the treasure you have to sacrifice, so it's 1-time use.
Yeah, true. I'm just going to move these forward.
Okay.
Just a little bit, just so I can.
You can also have that Codsworth that taps for 2 white. Just depends if you want to make that paladin a little bit bigger and make it a little bit bigger of a squirrel token.
Big old squirrel.
That's also assuming I have any more equipment in my hand.
It's true. You have
Yes.
options.
I bet she has equipment in her hand.
I just realized.
Mhm.
I won't do it now, but I should remember this for the future. The paladin has, when equipment, ETBs. When it enters the battlefield under my control, I may draw a card.
That's right. Draw a card. It's just 1.
No, it's fine. I missed it entirely.
Yeah, drawing a card doesn't change any game states. That's fine.
You haven't shuffled your library since you haven't done anything. You would just get an additional card. And you were
Yeah.
tapped out last turn anyways.
Yeah.
Beck wins, I'm going to claim she cheated.
Okay, that's fine.
Fair and reasonable.
I play that. So 2 mana, red and white. Because that's red. That's white. Just in case anyone doesn't believe me. And we're gonna play Cass, Hand of Vengeance. Vigilance. So she still enters with Summoning Sickness, but now whenever I attack with her, she remains upright. She doesn't tap. Whenever Cass or another creature I control dies, if it was enchanted or equipped, return any number of aura cards that were attached to it from your graveyard to the battlefield attached to target creature, then attach any number of equipment that were attached to it to that creature. So basically, her equipment if she dies moves on to somebody else, or someone else's equipment if they die moves on to someone else.
Yeah. I don't
That's
like
a lot.
that.
That's a lot.
No, it's fine. I wouldn't worry about it. It's not that big deal.
I don't understand the second bit of it. So you attach it from your graveyard to the battlefield.
That's
attach
for
the
auras
target
only.
creature.
It then also applies for equipment that are
Oh,
attached. That's all
okay.
it's saying.
So, for instance, my Pure Steel Paladin has 2 enchantment auras.
They'll come back.
That'll come back.
Yeah.
And
Onto
you attach
something.
it to literally anything you want.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
Which that sucks for this, because that's an ETB. Is that on cast or on ETB? No, when it enters the battlefield. So we
Enters
kill
the battlefield.
Codsworth. As long as she's still here, that's going to re-enter and bring Codsworth back.
That's an equipment.
Yes.
So it won't leave the battlefield.
Oh, okay.
Only auras leave the battlefield when you kill something.
Thank you. That's very important.
Yeah. She can, though, tap Codsworth to make the Pure Steel Paladin bigger and make a bigger squirrel, which is...
So this is unrelated to tonight then. It means that somebody lied to me on Wednesday because I had to throw out an equipment I had because the creature it was attached to died.
Oh, no, the equipment should have stayed on the field.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're the one that... Anyway.
No, definitely not.
The point is... I should attack with some shit.
You should consider if you're moving that equipment first or not. Actually, you don't even have to tap Codsworth to do it because equipment costs are 0.
Yeah, all my equipment costs are 0.
So you can just move that for free anyway and still have Codsworth up.
Cool.
Yeah, so we're gonna actually equip it to Cass, the Hand of Vengeance.
Not the Paladin, so you get a 3/3 squirrel.
True.
And then after equipping it to Cass, we're going to equip it to the Paladin because equipments can move around as much as you can pay for. Because it won't give her
It would
haste.
actually, no, but it does give her vigilance, which she doesn't need. This, however, could probably use some vigilance. It would be nice if it doesn't tap to do things.
Just a
I don't
little bit.
have... so, Tom's problem is that he can't organize for shit. My problem is I don't have enough space for all my organization. I don't think I'm going to attack with dog meat, but... Oh, it's just equipment. Just equipment. Don't have any equipment. Don't get it.
I don't like this. Has to go.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Nah. Cool, you're fine. Okay, so... Ooh. Don't forget Dogmeat has Ward 2, everybody.
He no longer... these aren't counters, so that was just you remembering that equipment gave +2/+2. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Trying to think of if I've got anything else in my hand. This is the kind of thing where it's... Because I tap that at instant speed, don't I?
Yeah.
Hang on. That's... Reading the card explains the card. All right, that's fine. I'm leaving that for now. I have no other cards to play. So, now we move into my combat. Tom and I have an arrangement.
No, that was only one
Thanks,
turn.
Colin. She said 10 turns.
That's at 10 turns. I'm
Have you been keeping count? That's a lot of turns.
Yeah, one,
No,
two, three, four.
Yeah, and I haven't been keeping count, and we all know that I'm a deal breaker. So, yes. Cool. We are going to... I think Codsworth's going to hang out, because he's not a fighter. He's just a handy helper. So, Squirrel's tapped.
Where are they going?
It's a great question.
I'm
Alan.
simply going to harvest your organs. How good is Matt Berry's voice?
It's so good. I'm saying Callum's still above 40 health.
That's true, actually. That's enough that I need to swing at Callum. So, you've got a 4-4 coming at you and a 3-3 coming at you. However, this triggers my equipped creature attacking, so I just need to create a junk token.
Yeah, it's got two minutes.
I understand he has vigilance, but I wanted to indicate that he was in fact attacking.
Some junk.
Thank you. I love junk. What is this? Sacrifice its artifact. Ah, excellent.
And you make a squirrel with a... Sorry, that's only a 2-2 squirrel. Because it's made...
Put a +1/+1 counter on that token for each aura and equipment attached to this creature other than animal friend.
Which at the time was only a 1.
Right. Cool.
This squirrel that you make this turn gets a 2-2 counter.
I don't think you have any more squirrel tokens in there, do you?
Surely.
You'd hope so. You're making multiple squirrels with hopefully different powers. It's kind of like the point of what's going on.
Let's see how many squirrels I have.
They are
It's not looking
double-sided.
good.
No.
It's not looking good.
We can let you draw a squirrel if you really want to.
I'm sure I can draw a squirrel.
So that's
No, you don't like
damage.
there's a single squirrel token,
Yep.
and you have it.
Squirrel
they're
with a
ex-
2-2 counter on it.
I think
6.
they're expecting my squirrels to die a lot more.
Yeah, fair.
6 damage coming at me.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Okay, so you've now dealt combat damage to a player, so I now create a treasure token, which I actually already had one
Yep.
So you
from
got a
before.
second one.
So I now get a second one.
You can use those if you wish.
Or a bottle.
I'll let you track all your things in your own time.
They don't smell like
I
beer.
have washed them.
See, now the bottle caps make sense, because it's like, they're treasures. Treasures.
Exactly.
Cool. That's now vigilant and ever ready to smack once again. This can happen at instant speed, and that's my turn.
In your end step, I would have done this in combat if you hadn't played that hell of a thing.
Fair and reasonable.
I'm going to tap this for X equals 4. Create 4 1/1 white warrior creature tokens.
Why did
Sir.
you want to do it in my end step?
Because if I kill that, you're just going to get your shit back, so it's a waste of my tokens.
Yeah.
This is in your end step, it's not in your
Warrior.
combat. So I'm going to gain 4 life.
Good thing you hit him, hey.
So you hit me for 4, and then I
hit you-
6.
hit you 6.
So I'm 39, right?
Yes, you are. That's some good maths right there.
I hadn't just done my dice, so 4 1/1s, they come in untapped. Cool, that's fine, that's fine. My turn. Untap, that goes to the bin. Untap. And now they can attack this turn.
Hell yeah.
Draw for turn. That's not what I want to see. I would love some goddamn red mana. I tell you what,
You got this mountain I have in my hand?
I'd love that mountain. What does food do, real quick?
Pay 2, sack it, you gain 3 life.
I don't want food. I want to draw cards. That's what I want. How many blockers does Beck have?
Enough.
1,
3.
2, 3, 4.
I said enough.
4 blockers. If I swing at Beck with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You know what? Let's swing it back with These are all 2/2s, so it means nothing's actually going to die except my boys.
That is the issue. Beck and you both have board states. The rest of us, we're
How many
trying.
creatures you got, Tom?
I have an alien
Alien and a ghoul.
and a ghoul.
Zombie.
The goal that cares about
All
other
right.
things dying.
I drew a squirrel.
Nice. Show it off.
That's a
That's
good looking squirrel.
That's very
Hang on, let me turn it right side up. For
Put it on the card cam and see if it recognizes it.
great looking squirrel.
That's a great looking squirrel.
Look at him go.
Its bottom's a little messy, but
Does it? Well, my squirrels are. They live out in the dirt. Dirt gets everywhere. It's
I
awesome rough.
think I'm going to leave everything untapped so that Beck can't really attack me on her next turn.
Oh, that's
so
good
this
call.
was
That's
a
good call.
+2/+2.
Yeah.
Yep, go ahead, Kai.
Very well. Let's see what I can do.
Mr. Land Drop. Just give me a mountain.
Okay.
Or a treasure, thanks.
So annoyingly, if we're talking about annoying artifacts doing annoying things, for whatever reason, I can't get this OBS scene to be in sync. So the top-down camera, even though I've delayed everything else, is delayed from this camera, which is really annoying.
Yeah.
It's closer now, I guess, but hard to tell. Anyway, that's my one bit of science talk while I'm here. Kai, are you going to start hitting us with things?
Oh wait, did Callum decide he wasn't going to smack me with anything?
Yep.
Probably
I
for
think
the
just
best.
because I have mutants.
Now I'm a
attack
threat to you attacking me.
Yes. Mostly because you have flying things that will proliferate as you attack with them, so it's probably a good idea. But it really depends. Like, you could theoretically kill my commander this turn, but... Eh.
Yeah.
There are so many other things that are doing awful things.
Yeah. What's Beck's worst thing?
Look, honestly, the thing that brings the rest of her stuff back, because even if we kill her stuff, then it all comes back.
Right. What if it was?
Though, to be fair, if we kill all her stuff, if you board wipe, then her auras don't have a
Right.
creature to go back onto. So that's kind of okay.
What if the creature didn't die on her battlefield?
That's
What
not a
happens
thing.
to the
Just-
auras and things?
I
The
see
creature
what you're
you
saying.
control dies.
Yeah.
Cool.
So if you manage to take control of her big robot man,
Yeah. So I'll pay 5 to play Vault 87 Forced Evolution. As this saga enters and after your draw step, add a lore counter, sacrifice after 3. So this thing you won happens straight away.
Yep.
So number 1, gain control of a target non-mutant creature for as long as you control Vault 87. So I will take your paladin.
Not the one that's giving her auras back.
no,
Because
because if
all
she
the auras
doesn't,
are on that.
if she doesn't control the paladin, then when it dies, they don't return to the battlefield.
It says control, not own, right?
Yes.
That's a big one.
There you go. Have a
your
paladin. You can't swing with him this turn
That's okay.
because he does have summoning sickness for you.
So does all this stuff
believe
have
All
to
of
go
that
with
goes
it?
with.
I believe she can choose for the equipment to stay. I think you can make equipment because you still own.
She still owns the equipment. She can't choose for it to stay, but what she can do on her turn is equip it to something else.
Does it happen at instant speed?
No, equipment is only sorcery.
Continue what
speed.
you're doing, Kai, because that will not matter.
Okay. So then for this crew thing, if I put crew in it, is it just for that turn and then
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm just tapping something with power 2
Yep,
to crew it
which
for a
this
turn.
will have,
Right.
because this is the thing that is tapping that. Summoning sickness doesn't matter.
Yeah, cool. So if I tap the pure steel paladin,
Yep, to cruise.
so if I go, hey you, I'm mutating you and shoving you in an alien spacecraft with flying,
That's exactly how that works.
to then swing.
No one is flying, so
No
you
one's
can,
flying.
you can swing at anyone you want.
God damn it!
What?
I don't think. Oh, no, I had something I could have done. I had an in response to that.
You can do that. We haven't moved that far beyond that.
In response, inventory management. Split second, as long as a spell is on the stack, players can't cast spells or activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. For each aura and equipment I control, I may attach it to a creature I control. So I'm
Yep.
just gonna
That's
Take this back.
Doesn't really change much to what Kai is doing.
Does it change the tokens on this thing?
It does because they're not counters. The Beck just likes to keep track of stuff that way.
Right. Because it was just getting bonuses from those auras.
Doesn't stop you being able to crew the thing
Well,
with that.
I mean, we might as well put it on the hand of vengeance.
Cool.
He has vigilance.
And then I will swing at Callum for 4 with flying.
To a creature you control. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, all good.
I will take
So it's
4 down
okay?
to 35.
So whenever Recon Craft data attacks proliferate, choose any number of permanents and or players, then give each another counter of each kind already there. So I will give my alien another 1/1 counter.
Yep.
Hey, real quick, you can also give the Saga a counter.
Because it's...
No, they're lore counters.
They're lore counters. You can
Thanks, man.
proliferate them.
I'll give Madison Lee another -1/-1.
Yep, she's not dead yet, but she's getting close. If you do that, then on your next turn, you'll have to sacrifice the
Yeah, because it'll get the third.
thing. It'll get the third. Yep, so you won't actually get to use the paladin for anything.
So you can actually give this, because it's a creature right now, you can choose to proliferate that, bring it to number 2, putting a +1/+1 counter, and making it a mutant.
Yeah, but it's already attacked. Right? Like the damage has already gone through.
No, because that's on attack, right?
Sorry, I'm going to have to pull
Yeah, so
it.
when it attacks-
I'm going to have to pull it back. You don't have the mana to attack Callum. Because you still control 2 artifacts.
Oh yeah, I forgot about over encumbered. Oh, rude.
Sorry, as much as I want Callum to be hit in the face.
All right, rewind.
Yeah.
Back to 1.
Be kind, rewind.
Cheeky over encumbered always catches you. You need that
Yeah.
strong back perk.
Yeah.
Cool. In that case, turn.
Let's go.
Yeah, when you do that, because that's on attack, not on damage. So
Right.
on the attack before blockers or anything are declared,
Okay.
you can trigger that to go up to 2 and do your stuff.
Make things bigger. Yeah.
Cool.
All right, I'd like to look at the top card of my library. Yeah, sure, that's a thing.
I made my squirrel angry.
Um, yeah, that's probably the better play, even though it doesn't get me another creature. I'll pay 1, 2, and I'll use the planes to play a fortification, which is a kind of artifact we haven't seen in a very long time. Whenever fortified land is tapped for mana, you put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. If that creature shares a color with the mana that land produced, create a junk token. So I am then going to pay...
I want that.
It's great. Pay 3 to attach that onto my command tower.
Oi, that's rude.
I'm then going
Actually,
to...
I feel like ruling. Hang on. Let me read it, because I
What?
feel like you shouldn't be able to put it on a command tower and have it count.
If it just says land, it says land.
Yeah.
Fortified land is tapped for mana. Put a target creature you control. If that creature shares a color with the mana that land produced.
Yep. It's great.
Choose what it produces.
I choose
when
what
you
it
tap
produces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of the colors.
It does all the
It doesn't. Yeah, you're only picking a land. It doesn't matter.
If you
what
do,
creature.
however, tap it for blue for some reason to make something work, then it's not going to trigger on like a red.
No. That does get me an energy counter. I'm going to look at the top card of my library. Dumb and stupid, and I don't like it.
Yeah, but you can look
so
at
I'm
it.
going to pay 1 life to exile the top card of my library.
If we play our cards
Down
right,
to
Tom will
23.
just
Exactly.
Tom will
Just leave
kill
me be.
himself.
I'm just doing my stuff. It's not going to matter. I'm going to
Science
exile this
demands
land.
sacrifice.
Look at the top card of my library.
Science cannot move forward without heaps.
You got a math man over here. He's doing nothing.
He's hanging out. He's being wise.
I'm going to tap that for red, putting a 1/1 counter onto Dr. Madison Lee. So we get the fun interaction here where a 1/1 counter and a neg1 counter stop each other existing. And she no longer has a 1/1 counter on her.
Why you get that to me?
You're the one who gave it to me, so you get it back.
What caused the
So that's-
counter?
Yeah, that
tapping for 1,
10 plus.
tapping for
Into the battlefield,
2.
put a -1/-1 on the target creature.
Sorry, just tapping for 1 to play a Wayfarer's Bauble from the top of my library, getting me another energy counter.
I'd love mana too.
Yep, that would be great. I'd like to be able to do anything. I'm going to play a mountain for turn. I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to sack the Wayfarer's Bauble and search my library for a basic land, of which I will search for an island, because it's the only one I don't have, and I would like to see the art. And then, honestly, it's just to shuffle my library, because I was finally getting another creature the next time, but that's fine. I could have actually looked at that first. It's fine. I would prefer to shuffle and get something better than him with all the land that I will have. Looking for an island, I'm then going to pass the turn. It's a very pretty island, though. Look at it go. Is that Far Harbor? Or is that the...
Surely.
No, you know what that is? I know that...
Mind if I look
I was about to say I know exactly what that is.
Isn't that one of the ports in 4?
It looks like one of the places you go in 4 with a Corsair to bring a synth back. Because there's a bunch of boats that you look over and you go and you cross over all the things.
in Boston.
And then
Boston.
you climb up the tower. And you give the synth the code, and he comes back to he comes back with your picture.
Pretty much, just literally
Just
wherever.
wherever.
Yeah.
Just wherever. It doesn't matter. All right.
Yeah, I really don't know why the Panharmonicon's in here.
That is the original commander. It's not the alt commander.
This is the original commander. Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
Because it's not doing a lot. It's just
No, it's just chilling. It's pay 4,
Okay.
get an energy counter.
I'm going to, as a sorcery, sacrifice my junk token, exile top card of my library. I may play that card this turn. Activate only as a sorcery.
Very cool.
Yep. Put that over there. So we are exiling a blasphemous.
I mean, that's amazing.
Do you have 9 mana?
I don't need 9 mana because this spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature on the battlefield. Blasphemous Act deals 13 damage to each creature.
That will kill all your creatures as well.
Yeah, it does. It does. It does. It does.
So if you can give a creature indestructible first, you're in a real good spot. Just depends how much of a threat do you think Callum is with his 8 creatures.
No. Don't push it at me. Look at Tominor's artifacts.
Would anyone like to cut my deck?
I mean, this guy has 6 tokens plus his things.
Yeah. In response, I look at the top card of my library.
I guess the real question is, in what sequence of events? In what sequence of events?
May I look at the Blasphemous Act?
You may.
Everything will die at the same time. These will try come back, have no legal targets, and go back to the graveyard.
Yeah.
Okay. Even if I have something that has flash, there's no way to get it back in such a way.
If you have a
that
creature
they-
with flash, then that can work.
Correct. Because everything will
respond to
die,
this trigger.
The trigger will go on the stack. You flash out the creature, they'll hit the one with flash.
Yeah.
So that is an option.
I like that it's flavored as the bombs.
It's very cool.
True. Oh, I'm trying to decide if it's worth doing it because
Well,
it doesn't deal with your enchantment.
Just drop the bomb. Just do it.
It also doesn't deal with Kai's vehicle because it's not a creature at this time.
But it would deal with my potential crew. I wouldn't be able to crew it with anybody.
Nah.
Yeah, it really depends how strong you think you are right now. You could swing first and then do it.
True. I just need to cast it at some point this turn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what's a creature and what's... You have one creature?
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been complaining about this whole time.
Fair enough.
You don't need more creatures if you got artifacts, John. That's the
You've
one you
got
deck.
3. One of them is my own.
I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
They're not tapped. I think you got tired of me hitting you in the face.
Yeah.
That's fair. That is fair. All right. So, let's start with, because I don't have any equipment in my hand, which is annoying. So,
Big
does
grinding
dog
day.
meat count for himself?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
He's a creature that's enchanted or equipped.
Yes.
Whenever
So
a
if-
creature you control that's enchanted or equipped attacks, create a junk token. Yes, he is a creature. If he attacks, he is a creature that's attacking.
That's a 3/3. She has menace.
She's a lot of things.
She is a lot of things.
Cast Bresco.
Okay, so we're gonna swing with Cast, Hand of Vengeance. I think Codsworth's gonna hang out, and we're gonna swing with Dogmeat, who does currently have +2/+2.
Where are they going?
They're gonna go with Tom.
How dare you? Was it 10 of your turns or 10 turns?
10
Play read the fine print.
10 turns as determined by my head, and you know what? We'll swing with the squirrels too.
Don't you wish you gave her the over encumbered now? She'd have to pay to attack you.
Yeah, I would. So this is a 3/3, and this is a 2/2.
Yep. All coming at me?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's 4, 5, 2, 9, 11, 13.
Yeah. I'll block the 2-2.
2/2?
No.
The 2-2, that's a 3-3.
Yeah. Cool.
Take that, squirrel.
That's gonna die, but also by attacking it, create another one.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
which means you then take
3,
11.
8, 12. 3 from that. 5 from that. 4 from that. It's 12.
Okay. Correct. I don't know
Ouch.
where my math got wrong.
And 5 of that is commander damage.
And then the squirrel is tapped because he doesn't have vigilance.
Yes.
Does Dogmeat?
No, Dogmeat doesn't. So Dogmeat does get tapped as well.
Dogmeat's laying down.
That created 2 junk tokens for me as well.
having a good boy
Yeah.
sleep.
So I got a second main phase.
You absolutely have a second main phase.
I have a second main phase. Wouldn't you know it?
And you got so much junk.
I have 2 junks. So in my second main phase, I'm going to tap a junk, making it 1 junk. I'm going to exile the top card of my library. Armory Paladin. Trample. Ooh. Whenever you cast an aura or equipment spell, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card until the end of your next
I was
turn.
about to say, is he holding a junk cannon?
No, that's a
Gatling laser.
I think it's a flamer actually,
Oh, okay.
Big difference. Next turn,
Yeah.
this turn.
or it might be a Gatling laser. I don't know. Hard to tell with the art. So because you can play them both, you can play Blast from Sack and then that, right?
Yeah.
So you got a creature back out.
But she's also got a hand of creatures that she can play.
Well, yeah.
And apparently she
And a
has
ton
one
of
with
mana.
flash, so yeah, Codsworth can still tap for matter as well, and she can float that until.
Codsworth mana can only be used to cast aura or equipment spells.
Okay, fair.
So I don't just have
Then just have Codsworth mana
random
hanging
mana.
out.
I don't know if I want, like, here's the thing. I don't think I want to raise the earth. I get it's... Dogmeat doesn't have vigilance.
This gives him
Oh,
vigilance.
it does have vigilance. Damn it. I knew he had vigilance for some reason. Squirrel didn't.
He's
though.
not laying down.
Dogmeat, wake him back up. He had a steam pack.
Yeah. So, it's just, it would be really funny to raise the earth. Especially with that.
That's how the Great War started.
Yeah.
Not like we could do this diplomatically, but wouldn't it be funny?
Yeah.
If we
Yeah. Like
nuked
if you've got a creature with flash, then it's a really good play. If not, like you're in an okay position. Just depends if
How
you
many
want.
creatures are on the battlefield?
Do what your heart tells you.
Oh, more than 8.
More than 8. So it's really just paying 1 red.
I have 8 just.
Yeah. He has almost 8 tokens.
6 tokens.
It just
Almost
depends
8.
if you think Callum is so much of a threat that you shouldn't.
It's
that you should
more,
sacrifice
it's more
all
that
of your
I
creatures.
can't whack him in the face because of all of his tokens.
Yeah.
I can't whack you in the face because you're just going to kill all my little boys.
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
So we're at a stalemate here. Look, you could not board white.
You know how you fix a stalemate? Nukes.
Yeah. That's kind of where I'm at. I feel like we're all just...
Nuclear deterrent,
You know
more
what?
like nuclear
I feel-
encouragement, baby.
Y'all have convinced me. This is all just a little bit stalematey.
Responses? No.
I got nothing.
He
Paying
responds,
1,
all my mana is tapped.
paying 1 to play Blasphemous Act. We're nuking everything.
Okay.
The spell costs 1 less to cast for each. It deals 13 damage to each creature.
Well,
Now the real question
Response
is,
from Callum?
does Shroud...
No, because it only
It's
stops
not
targeting. Yeah.
Yes.
No responses.
Response from Kai?
negative.
Negative.
Everyone is going to get radiation counters.
Yeah, target.
No, when Feral
No,
dies, each
each
opponent
okay.
gets a number of red counters.
In response, I tap Medicine Lead to use 3 energy counters and draw a card.
Fair.
What a great card. It's a creature, it's just a useless creature. I also look at the top card of my library. This card sucks.
All right. So this is where the stack's important for me.
Yes. So everything is dying first, I assume.
Yeah. Right now, everything dies and hits the graveyard. Kai has his trigger, you have your trigger. It goes in order, so Kai's trigger, your trigger goes on, Kai's trigger goes on, Kai's trigger will resolve first.
Okay.
Cool. Everyone have a radiation token
Yes.
and put 2 bottle caps on there because you're getting 2 radiation.
Hell yeah, we are.
Do you need some... Do you need some...
So I don't think we explained radiation earlier. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, if you have any red counters, mill that many cards. For each non-land card milled this way, you lose 1 life and a red counter.
You know what? I don't hate losing the land that's on top of my library.
I would hate if there was a mountain. You'll draw first though, and then you'll mill one.
Of course I will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Cool.
That's resolved. Now,
Do you want to form an alliance with me?
First of all, before any of that, unless this is really happening at flash speed, all your stuff is dying and hitting the graveyard, and you've got this trigger on the stack. Do you have a creature with flash to play?
I do.
All right.
So I have... I'll move everything in a second. Yep.
Yeah.
Commander Sophia Daguerre with Flash, Crash Landing. When Commander Sophia Daguerre enters a battlefield, destroy up to 1 target legendary permanent. That permanent's controller creates a junk token. An enchantment aura is a permanent.
It's not legendary, though.
Oh, there you go.
There are no legendary permanents on the battlefield.
Well, never mind.
that's fine. That'll ounce up, but you'll get to keep these.
I appreciate the thought.
I did try. And I also keep formal wear, so that's just gonna
Yeah.
slide under there. He's gonna slide under there. Hit.
You know what? Good play. I'm not even mad.
I'm a little bit mad.
Yeah, of course you
A
would
little
be.
bit mad.
Because it's just creatures. Those go away.
Look, Caesar gives me big Zap Brannigan vibes. Wave after wave of my own men at them.
I was so ready to sack him, draw cards. Like,
You were set up. You were going.
I just don't have red mana. To be fair, this now puts me in a position to the game is now slowed down.
Yeah.
That I have a couple turns to draw red mana.
That was my
Yeah.
second main phase.
That's kind of why I was
Or was
keen
that
because it took me
yeah.
so long to get some mana
Continuing
on the
along
board.
in my second main
Still got
phase.
this.
Pay for this
Yeah,
first.
But
Oh, yeah. So we have 1,
Yeah.
2, and then... Meow,
Yeah.
meow. 3.
Yeah. Done.
That's now on the battlefield. I just want to make sure there are no legendary.
I've got
permanents.
nothing, yeah.
I know you have nothing, but I'm
I
checking
have
anyway. I'm checking anyway.
No one has any legendary lands. It is, as it sits. But to answer your question, yes, you now can cast your enchantment-y or e-boy.
Yay. So that's 1. That's red. And that's a something or other.
Red, green. That you have white over here. You have white. You have red.
No, I know that. It's just, do I want to just pay that instead? Like,
Do it.
do I want to just keep something? But that's fine. I don't need to.
Treasures are always best kept not used because these will become untapped. This will not.
Go.
This will-
Armory Paladin from my graveyard as I exiled him. Oh, they should have gone somewhere else because they were exiled.
Yeah, that's fine.
Trample whenever you cast an aura or equipment spell. Oh, I put dog meat in there. I'm going to need to fish them out. Exile the top card of your library. You may play that card until the end of your next turn. So these guys both have summoning sickness because of that.
What a great turn.
what a big turn. Just nuked everybody.
That was a pretty big turn, yeah. Let me just get dog meat. Oh, he was second.
Had a Enclave agent, maybe? Who is Commander Sophia? The name does not ring a bell.
So
Feel to care.
exile the top card of your library. Oh no, whenever you
No,
not
whenever
when
you
he
cast an
enters.
aura or equipment spell, exile the top card of my library.
That's even better than on ATB.
Yeah.
It's pretty great, to be honest.
Yeah. Because then it also just creates a pile of cards that I can play from.
Threat.
The only thing stuff.
Hey, guys, look.
No, man,
I've only got 2 creatures on the field. It's not that big a deal.
I got stuff.
All right, so that's just 2/2 as well. Vigilance, still summoning sickness.
Kai is also a little bit of a threat because he can just start upticking everyone's
Untap nothing.
red counters now.
Draw for turn. You
I could if I had anything to pilot my.
I'll then I'll mill 2 cards.
Yep.
And then non-lands.
Non-lands remove 1.
Mill 1, mill 2. So 1 non-land.
Yep, you
So
remove a
one.
red counter, you lose a life.
Do you get to do anything?
Not currently.
Yeah. Cool. So they'll hit there. I go down to 34. And I'll pass the turn.
Oh, buddy.
I've drawn nothing but red cards. Like,
Would you like a sad robot to help you do things?
love a
sad robot.
Dude,
I draw.
my sad robot's going to trigger Panharmonicon. It finally comes in handy.
After my draw step, add a law counter to Vault 87. I can put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature I control. It becomes a mutant in addition to its other types. Well, the only creature I control.
It is not a creature.
It's not a creature.
Yep.
Cool. So I can't put.
You get nothing.
Do you
lose.
Do you have a flash creature?
If only.
No.
How many cards do you have in your hand?
7.
Excellent.
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
I counted 7.
I shall play Temple of Deceit. It's the Voltec headquarters. Temple
New
of
Vegas?
Deceit enters the battlefield tapped. When Temple of Deceit enters the battlefield, scry 1.
What a banger.
Where is the Voltec headquarters?
I actually don't remember.
Wow. They are in.
I've seen the show. I should know.
No.
I don't know if they're in the show. They
Is that
had
feel
on
like
the headquarters
it's
in the
in-
show?
Boston.
Bastard?
I want to say because I think you can go there in Flight 4. Maybe it's a Voltec office. Maybe it's not the headquarters.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it would be on the
Basically,
West Coast, but maybe not.
basically, what I'm trying to figure out is if it's worth me 1 bus and stay on the West Coast, and 2
Yeah, that's why I'm questioning whether or not it is Boston because
whether I should get Fallout 76. Can't decide.
the real play was buying it when it was on sale for like $6. It's
know,
everyone
that's-
hated it.
It's gonna
And
be on
now
sale
it's
again.
now it's good.
Yeah, that's.
Hi, Rudism. How you doing?
Hello.
What's going on, friends? I think it was Rude streaming. I actually didn't see. Oh, yeah, no, Rude's right there. Hello. What's going on? We're playing Fallout decks because Kai is a massive Fallout nerd. You have joined us at probably a really good time. I don't know what that noise was.
Fuck.
But, you good?
Yeah, I'm just trying to listen to the noise.
That was just a random noise. Anyway,
Just a random noise. I'm trying to smell if there's like electrical smoke about to come out of it.
Beck has just blasphemous acted and wiped the board, which was fine for me because I've only had 1 creature to play the entire game. But then she had 2 creatures enter the battlefield straight away, so she's really well set up. Callum doesn't have red mana to cast anything with, and it's Kai's turn. We're Nerds of the West. We do this every Friday. We also do board games on a Saturday morning.
Hey,
So
chat.
if you like tabletopy things,
Hey, chat, here's my hand. Look at all the red mana I have to cast all this stuff.
Man, I wish you had something that gave you mana of any color.
That'd be nice.
So I think I already know the answer, but this is the first time I've ever played a saga. If I played a creature like this turn, I couldn't choose to trigger that later. It's when the
Unfortunately,
token
that's
hits
already
it, and that's
happened.
it. Yeah, cool. Okay. I figured. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think of what that would have been.
I don't need 5. I need
Who knows?
4. To play the Wise Mothman, my commander. Yes,
What a good
flying. Whenever the Wise Mothman enters the battlefield, each player gets a rad counter.
woo!
The Fallout decks are so rad.
Hi, sorry.
Oh, does this happen at the start of this step?
No,
Yes,
so
for those of you sorry, who
This is each opponent. So each opponent will get the 2.
All right,
You
so
don't actually get
you don't get it.
Now
Each player is now you.
Yeah. For those of you who hang out in Rude's chat for the last few years, my name is Nestoro on Twitch, and I sometimes hang out on there. Or I'm on the Nerds of the West account because I do way too many things on this account and not actually on my own account anymore. Content creation, it's fun. Mothman is also fun.
Yeah, so when he enters the battlefield or attacks, each player gets a raid counter. So he enters the battlefield. And from now on, when 1 or more non-land cards are milled, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to X target creatures, where X is the number of non-land cards milled this way. So as your rads mill your deck, my stuff gets bigger now.
Now you can crew this boy.
Now I could crew Recon Craft Theta. That is true.
And give everyone
Do
more
you
red
have
counters.
2 mana?
I don't. 'Cause that's true. I do not, because I'm still over encumbered.
Nice.
Honestly, probably for the best.
Is it?
It's been pretty useful.
I will tap Exotic Orchard for 1 mana of any color that my opponents control. Any color.
Literally anything.
Because I will play Sol Ring, which is colorless. Tap to add 2 mana.
Now you can attack.
Except that's an artifact, so it increases it to 3.
But it does give me a net gain
Yeah.
going forward.
Brutal.
Yeah, over encumbered
You're taking the-
sucks.
Overencumbered's amazing.
You're taking the hit now to better your gain in the future.
Yeah.
Look, he's sitting there pretty on 37 life, unless I've miscounted at some point.
37.
Yeah.
Does it not say 37 over there?
I think it said 34, but don't worry about it.
It now says 37.
Yeah.
I'm on 34.
All right.
Cool. Turn.
10. All right. On tap. Upkeep. Do I
Your-
risk it or do I let
Your
myself?
command tower didn't untap.
I'm getting there. Draw. I draw the card I don't want. I would like to look at the top card of my library. You know what? I don't mind that disappearing. I now mill 3 cards, and I will mill a Curie, the Emergent Intelligence, a Razor-Tide Bridge, and an Evolving Wilds. So I lose 1 rad counter and 1 life.
How is Tom
Taking me to
11
10.
health?
Because you hit me for 10 and Beck hit me for 12.
Also, I should be on 34. Tom, not
So
38.
each.
That would
is
be-
that one? Oh, yeah, it's not an artifact. My MTG.
Why Kai was on the wrong amount.
So non-land card was milled.
He already took the damage.
But I get to put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature. I'm going to put it
Amazing.
on my Mothman. Actually, I've got a 1/1 thing over here. Let's use that.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like the 1/1 counters are good for knowing like damage and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll use these for just numbers
Yeah,
of things.
quantities.
Like they're getting used.
Let's
They're
do
cool.
dumb things.
cool.
I will play a Solemn Simulacrum, the saddest of sad robots.
Aw,
And
it's the
whenever he
saddest
enters
song.
the battlefield, I may search my library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. I'm just double checking. Nope, I don't mind that being shuffled away. Because I have a Panharmonicon, that is going to happen twice.
I love my favorite thing about this is he searches for a basic land, and then I would think you'd have to shuffle.
I'm just seeing if I have 2 mountains so I can rub it in Callum's face.
That's fair.
Cold. Cold.
Anyone
blooded.
playing land destruction? Because that would be fucking amazing.
It's not
They
mean,
get tapped.
and land aren't creatures.
Surely there's
Yeah.
land destruction in these decks because it's Fallout. Surely.
I guess, but the lands are already clearly destructed.
The railroad are the one that like saving sense.
Yeah.
Fucking losers.
Saving what?
Imagine saving microwaves. Come on.
It's ridiculous. Who would want to save a microwave? God,
That being said, my boy Nick Valentine,
He
I would
can-
move heaven and earth.
he
my
can,
boy
he can
Nick.
stay alive. I'm up to Fallout 4 where I have to go and get Nick Valentine,
Nice.
which means I have to go to Good Neighbor, and I'm like, oh, there's a vault there. I'm gonna go there.
Good, good.
All right. Would anyone like to cut my deck? Because it is going to matter.
Ooh, double cut.
Just you wait.
Oh, she's doing it again. God damn.
Extra cut and upside
Alright.
down. Just
I would
as
like to
you.
look at the top card of my library.
Actually, they're all upside down, which means they have summoning signals.
This is the exact same card.
That's pretty good.
After shuffling, after cutting,
That's pretty good.
I'm going to
Back to the top of the deck.
pay 1 life to exile that card
Absolutely
because it is useless.
Brilliant. What card was it?
It's actually pretty good. Return all artifact cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. They gain haste until end of turn. It's just not useful to me right now.
Why not? How many artifacts do you have in there?
Everything.
2?
Yeah, they gain haste.
Yeah.
It's not going to matter. Taking me down to 9. I would then like to look at the top card of my library.
Okay.
You know what? Banger.
Kai.
1, 2, 3,
Oh.
4.
Would you like to form an alliance with me?
Sure.
I would like to play Arcade Ganon. He is a legendary creature. He's a doctor, not the fun kind I like. I can tap him to draw a card, then discard a card, put a quest counter on him, and once during each of my turns, I may cast an artifact or human spell from your graveyard with mana value less than or equal to the number of quest counters on him.
I could get him to take Doctor Who in a fight.
Probably. I would like to equip the Lightning Greaves onto him. I would then like to tap him to draw a card and discard a card. I will discard this Myriad Landscape because I think it's a garbage land and I don't like it. Unfortunately, I don't have any 1 mana, I believe it's artifact creatures.
We need to get rid of this.
No, sorry, is it 1 mana artifacts or cast an artifact or human spell? Haha! I would like to... you may cast an artifact or creature spell from your graveyard with mana value less than or equal to. So I would then like to pay 1 to cast this Wayfarer's Bauble from my graveyard. Thank you.
I don't know what's going on. I just know Tom's got a chaotic way of like having his.
He may tap this Arcade Ganon, the human doctor, to draw a card, and then discard a card. When he does it, he puts a quest counter on Arcade Ganon.
But imagine if Tom's board state looked like this.
I should also have a junk token. I could have had a second one, but I
Once
don't.
during each of his turns, he may cast an artifact or human spell from his graveyard with mana value less than or equal to the number of quest counters on this guy.
I'm gonna help Tom, and it's gonna make me happy.
Yeah. I could have put a 1/1 counter on
until the
him.
next time he
I will say, I do need a junk token because I didn't get that last time I did things.
You're destroying your own board state.
Doesn't matter. I can fix my.
Well, you need a junk card.
I do need a junk. And I would like to then pass the turn.
That's already better. What the fuck
Tom's
is
on 10 health. We could
I'm on 9 health.
Get in.
we could wipe him from the game, guys.
Yeah.
Junk.
that? Look, if we
Thank
wipe
you.
Tom from the game, I don't need to look at that board state, so I'm on board.
Absolutely brutal.
All right.
That was a very intense crack.
It was. I
Look at
wasn't
this.
expecting it to be so good.
I wish I could crack my neck and can't.
Got a toothache, and it's not nice.
I'm sure you
Crack.
No, it's been
My teeth.
it's been the last hour.
All right.
Sound wasn't your
Pre-combat.
neck
main
crack.
thing.
It was just your teeth.
1 sec.
Okay.
Did you get your additional red counter? You should have 3.
Everyone should have gotten a red counter
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
Mothman entered the battlefield.
Those rads again to it.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. It was me sneezing without sneezing all over your cards.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw, and then you mill.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Hell yeah.
Mill 3.
1,
1 non-land.
2,
1 land.
3.
2
2.
non-lands.
So I have removed 2 red counters
Lose
Take
2
life.
life.
and take 2 life.
Now I get to put 2/1/1 counters.
Threat.
Life is a resource.
He's a little bit of a threat. I still think Beck's the biggest threat.
Look, he's just a Mothman. Man.
Life is a resource. All right.
You're not scared of moths, eh? Come on.
I believe it's
Come on.
only 1 counter. Put a +1/+1 counter of each of up to X target creatures where X is the number of non-lands.
So if you had more creatures, you could do it, but he is immune.
Right.
Yeah. It increases the number of creatures you
So
can put it
it's-
on, not the number of counters.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it does, but not. Yeah, okay.
First
I get it.
pre-combat.
I get it.
Phase.
So it's not as broken. it's
Oh,
still,
now I get it.
Reading the mutant explains the mutant.
Soul Ring. White. Green. Red. Yes. White, green, red. Dog Meat, the ever loyal.
The bestest boy.
When he enters the battlefield, I mill 5 cards, then return an aura or equipment card from the graveyard to my hand.
So Kai's going to get another counter.
Probably. Not if not. What if they're all lands?
If they're all lands.
Land. Legendary creature, human citizen. Aura. Aura. Jesus fucking Christ. Land. I just read what one of the cards was. Was that 5?
That was 5.
2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. Which one of those would you like to return?
It says an aura or equipment card from my graveyard to my hand. It doesn't say it has to be from the cards I just milled.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes. But I do have almost perfect here, which is enchant creature, Enchanted creature has base power and toughness 9-10 and has indestructible.
It's just an expensive boy to get out.
Yeah, I kind of got the mana to... Like, I don't have the mana to do it right now, but it goes into my hand.
It is very cool, though.
This might take a minute, actually, because I'm like, what do I have?
She has options. That's the problem right now. I'm not 100% seeing how this deck is supposed to win apart from Liberty Prime. You keep looking. Sorry, I'm vamping for you. So I'm hoping that I draw something cool, but at least, like, I was happy with that last turn I took. I did things.
Your deck or Beck's deck?
This deck.
I assume there's going to be cards in there that are like equal to the number of artifacts you control. Do X, Y, Z.
Yeah, like Curie can become a copy of things, and then I draw cards based on what damage she does.
I'd like to recant my statement saying cast best girl because Curie best girl.
Curie best girl.
Is this just an engine? Like,
It's just got a
sorry, not
draw
that one.
card.
Commander.
Oh yeah.
Or
just
equipment. Okay, so there weren't a lot of things actually in my thing that I could use because I saved all my equipments from getting yeeted at the beginning, or with the Blasphemous Act. So what that leaves me with is Almost Perfect, Idolize, which allows me to enchant a creature, and it's just if it attacks alone, so I'm not going to do that. Silver Shroud Costume. It does have flash, and when Silver Shroud Costume enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. That creature gains Shroud until end of turn. The equipped creature can't be blocked. And then Strong Back. Equip abilities you activate that target enchanted creature cost 3 less to activate, or spells you cast that target enchanted creature cost 3 less to cast. And enchanted creature gets +2/+2 for each aura and equipment attached to it.
Nice. Those are all very good, very big things.
That's
So,
like, this is almost perfect. This costs 3.
I have been
9,
looking
10, and
at
indestructible.
how much is the Silver Shroud costume? Because I've been looking to pick up a copy of that, because that is a good protection spell.
It is, yes.
So here's the thing, right? This does not have Summoning Sickness anymore. It can attack this turn.
Yes.
If you have the spell this turn, you don't have the mana this turn to do that, do you?
Yeah.
The big one. So you're not going to make it big this turn to be able to... You
I
got
don't
3
technically
mana.
have the mana right now.
The other one's 3, and it's going to buff the shit out of something. Because it's +2/+2 for each aura and equipment, so it includes itself. So it'll get +8/+8, which is almost as big as the Liberty.
I think I have to get Strong Back.
That is gross. That is very, very gross.
If you happen to get next time you do something and you get that back, it's actually going to cost 3 less to enchant if that's already gone.
That's also a very good point.
We are also going to, just for the sake of doing it, I'm going to use my final junk. Activating as a sorcery, I'm sacrificing this artifact. I'm exiling the top card of my library, and I may play that card this turn. Activate only as a sorcery. It is Scavenger Grounds. It adds colorless, and I may sack it to exile all graveyards.
You haven't played a land for turn.
I haven't played a land for turn, but I don't want to exile my graveyard.
That's fair, but it's still, you don't have to do that.
No, I
Still
know.
tap
It's
2 and
still
sack to do it.
Yeah.
So you can do it at some point when someone's like, I'm going to target my graveyard to do this. And you're like, nope.
Exactly.
What graveyard?
Or it's just mana.
Yeah,
Just mana.
I already have just mana though.
Yeah.
All right, well let's make this a fair game. So green, sacking that for mana. I might need that later. Tapping that. To play Breakdown. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Create a junk token.
This one, right?
Yay! Thank you.
We'll get rid of Overencumbered so the guy can do things again.
Hooray!
So helpful.
Now it doesn't say you create a junk token. I create a junk token.
Fair. Seems fair to me.
Yep.
So that you will not be abducted by my Mothman flying a UFO.
Yes.
On the
Alrighty.
scale of conspiracy theories, Mothman flying a UFO is like some premium tinfoil hat.
Look, I'm not saying he comes from outer space. I'm just saying I've never seen a moth that's also a man.
It's a good point.
You've seen Nope, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I want one
Good
of
movie.
those for my mill deck.
We are going to attack now.
Before combat, are you swinging that at me this turn? Okay.
Depends.
I wouldn't.
That's a.
What's he gonna do? He's only got.
6,
I don't know how much
6.
mana.
You don't have anything.
Got a whole lot of nothing.
Guy's still got pretty high life.
Watch me draw nothing and then mill.
It's the weirdest alliance ever.
It's just at this point. I don't have the 3 to pay for this equipment to equip to something. Does it remain floating if this dies? It's not going to kill that though. That's the thing.
The equipment.
Well, that's a 3/5, right?
Yeah,
This is currently
3/5,
6/6.
Yeah.
6/6. So that's going to die. It also has menace, so 2 things have to attack it.
Well, I can't block
I
it.
can't block it then. Because this currently is uncrewed.
Ah. So it does make sense to swing at Kai then.
Or Callum, but yes.
He's got a big boy that can swing back at you.
That's true. Cool. We are going to swing with Commander Sophia Daguerre. She's attacking, so I create a 1/1 green squirrel.
Squirrel.
And then it's got a +1/+1 counter on it for each equipment or aura.
You'll get
Yep.
2.
So we'll get a +2/+2. Something sickness. Yep. Oh, well, the enchanted creature died. I should have. No, because the enchanted creature did die. I should have drawn a card.
You should have
Oh,
drawn
well.
a card. Too late for that one.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's fine. I just forget about it. I'm going to swing at Callum with Sophia.
I'll take
3.
That's all that's attacking.
Yeah. Well, that's all she said so far.
That's
Dogmeat's come out this turn, so he is summon sick.
Just a little sick.
Just a little sick. It's still good. It's still good. I'll swing you with the Armor Paladin as well. So that's
6 total.
6 total coming at you.
Down to 28. I'd love some mana.
Lovely.
But you want that food now.
No.
I
No, I
have
don't.
not played a land for turn, so second main combat, or second main phase. Just forced.
Just a little forced.
Fair and reasonable.
Little forced. Pre-combat main
Neither.
phase. And yeah, I didn't want that.
I'm just not a threat right now.
Pass that turn?
Not at all.
Untap.
Don't even worry about it.
Draw for 10. I'll take it. Okay, mill 2. 1 land, 1 non-land. So I will lose a red counter, lose a life.
No, gain 1/+1/+1.
I don't like that. So that's 7/7.
Yep.
Shut up.
Although, I will admit, if I were to die to any cryptid, it would have to be Mothman.
I don't know, man. Bigfoot's real sexy.
Huh.
Evolving Wilds.
Hey,
Finally.
he's
I'm-
getting there.
Land! I can't believe you've
Oh, what a little guy.
had like, what, 5 land? That's not been enough.
Yeah.
Hey, you can stack that now and get yourself a man.
I'm not going to. Go ahead. I'm going to sack it in your turn unless some major shit happens. So go ahead, Kai.
Cool. Untap my thingamajigs. Draw a thingamajig. Then I get an additional token on my saga.
Yep, you also get to mill a card.
Yeah, so which one happens first? This one
You
happens
choose.
after my draw step. This one happens at the beginning of my pre-combat main phase. So does this
That'll
happen first?
Yeah, that happens first.
Cool. It also gets sacrificed because it has reached its end, but its effect is to draw cards equal to the greatest power among mutants you control.
7.
7.
Just a little 7-card draw. Don't worry about it, everyone.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Please hold. 7 cards.
That's
every.
gonna be a lot of reading. Well, I will say, for those of you who are watching, as I said, we do this every single Friday, and we get to do it thanks to you. You got support here on Twitch, on YouTube, wherever you're watching. We have a website where you can track all the things that we're up to, where we play board games, where we rank the board games when we review them, and you can buy our cute merch that some people have drawn and made and worked on. We like to be able to do this, and we can only do it thanks to the support of people like you doing things. Apologies. So thank you very much.
Remind me what the hand limit is.
The hand
7
limit is 7 at the end of your turn.
at the end of your turn. So
Yeah,
you
okay.
have time.
To try and get as many of these cards out
Yep.
as possible.
Exactly.
Can I draw 7 cards instead?
I'd like to be able to do that.
The really sad thing is that most of what I drew was lands, so I can only play one of them anyway.
What got me a treasure token?
It's card stocks.
Oh, it was this one.
Like, I have 5 land cards now. Alright, let's have a look.
You know, maybe that card doesn't
Kind of cool. That's clearly the best
Just
land.
Before anyone thinks I cheated.
Yeah.
When it deals combat damage to a player,
Yep, you create a treasure
create
token.
a treasure token. Fucking tap over here.
Okay. So, to begin with, I shall play Command Tower, which lets me add 1 mana of any color in my commander's color identity.
Whee!
That is clearly the best I can hope for from a land, more or less. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4 lands from that draw, so that's... Can't use any of those.
What?
This
Come out.
is 2, 4.
It's tough when you're drawing too many lands and not enough of anything else. Isn't that right, Kai? So it's a bad time.
It does make things tricky. I'd hate to be in that position.
On the plus side, my deck will get shuffled.
This is the bad part about live streaming Magic. When there are hard decisions and a lot of cards to read, it takes a little
Yeah,
while.
I'm sorry. I drew 7
We can't.
cards.
On top of the 7 you already had, because you couldn't play
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, in general, I would love for us to be able to play faster, but we just don't play that kind of game.
I do.
That's
Yeah,
why
you do.
that's why I brought Gary up. I brought the
Exactly.
gatito up for chat to look at my beautiful cat.
Look at his silly little
Look
face.
at his little goofy face.
I will tap 2 to play Farseek. Sorcery. Search your library for a plains, island, swamp, or mountain card. Put it into the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle.
Hey, look, that's extra land without having to play it.
Exactly.
Mwah. But it does come in tapped. You would need to untap it.
Yeah. But I need...
My sweet baby boy.
So I probably want plains or swamp.
He loves it.
He would be a terrible mutant cat because he'd just sit there and yell at things instead of actually doing
I know what
anything.
I'm talking about.
I mean, have you seen any mice since we moved in? No? Then shut your mouth.
2, 3...
You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. Mwah.
Swam! It's coming into the battlefield tapped.
Nicely done.
Look at him. He's so
He wants to get
Wants
on
to
those
cut that,
cards.
feel free.
No, he doesn't.
Black. Black. Terrible job.
He's actually settling in a little bit.
There you go.
See?
4, 6,
Look at
8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana available.
This is where we learned that all of chat actually hates cats. It's just me.
All the cats are
100%.
allergic to cats,
Most
so they're all
people
snakes.
hate cats.
Yeah, they're all allergic to cats. They're all sneaky.
Proven
right now.
fact.
He's a very droopy boy.
Being a cute boy. Mwah. All right.
He's just going to want to come straight back.
No.
Let me touch your face. Yes. Face.
Alright, I'm gonna tap 1. Not
That was
one, 'cause that one's a tricky one.
Perfectly timed with the
1,
music.
2, 3. To play Lily Bowen, Raging Grandma.
Hell yeah!
That's a good grandma.
It's me, Lily. She has Vigilance. Lily Bowen, Raging Grandma, enters the battlefield with 2 1/1 counters on it. May I have a thingamajig, please? At the beginning of your upkeep, double the number of 1/1 counters on Lily Bowen, and if its power is 16 or less. Otherwise, remove all but one 1/1 counter from it, then gain 1 life for each 1/1 counter removed this way.
Nice.
So she gets all angry and rages and then calms down.
That's a great card.
So basically, if it's less than 16 power, you double it. If it's more than 16 power, you remove all of them.
So in 3 turns time.
Gain a life. Unless you can buff the shit out of it.
Exponential growth.
You gain 1 life for each counter removed this way. So next turn it's a 4, turn after it's an 8, turn after it's a 16, and Kai gains 16 life.
Life 15 life. All but 1.
1,
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5.
That'd be a fun one with like hardened scales, a doubling season, where it's just like
6.
blah, blah.
7 cards, discarding the 3 that I couldn't.
You're not going to combat first?
It's not the end of your turn, buddy.
Yeah. With a bigger monster man.
True. I
You should hit back
before
for
I
removing your
play those cards, I should have milled.
Oh, yep. Not fair and reasonable.
Because all of that was from the
Yep.
quest.
Yeah. So you can still.
The saga.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
so I
just missed
milled
that
1.
trigger.
It is a non-land.
It's a non-land.
You lose a life.
It is struggle for Project Purity. Who needs pure water when you're a bunch of mutants?
And another guy.
Hell yeah.
So I lose 1 life. Put 1 token.
Now it's a bigger boy.
I actually, so I put 1 token. Actually, do I put it on Mothman or do I put it on Lily?
That is a consideration.
Because then when it doubles,
Yeah, it doubles even more.
It'll double
that.
in the other
so
direction.
let's keep Mothman a 4/4.
A 7/7.
I said, well, yes, correct. Correct! Alright, wonderful, thank you. So now we go to combat. I don't have to pay anything to swing because I'm not over encumbered anymore.
Amazing.
You're welcome.
Hit back. Hit back.
Remember that.
Say thanks,
For
Ben.
that, hit
Bang.
back. No. What have you got? You have
Not a flyer, but if you
No
swing it at me,
flying,
you'll
yeah.
regret it.
Sounds like something you'd say if I wouldn't actually regret it.
You can risk it. Honestly, it won't matter. I'm just saying, you won't actually get hit in.
So if I put Lily in the spaceship,
Yep.
she has vigilance, so she doesn't tap.
No, that only triggers on combat, so
Only
you
on
do
combat,
have
so
to
she
tap
does
her. But you will be able to put another counter on her from that hitting.
Which is actually
Yeah, they'll be able to
worse for your doubling.
Because it puts it like back into phase.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not really, because if it's more than 16, so it doesn't.
Yeah, but if you go 3, it'll go 6, 12, 24.
Yeah.
If you go 4, it'll go 4, 8, 16.
Fair. He'll lose less. He'll gain less
Yeah.
life, but that's all that matters.
Unless I can bump it again before it reaches.
Which, good chance you
Yeah.
will.
That
Good
point.
chance you will.
Right, so. Tom's trying to intimidate me, and I don't know if I believe him or not.
Want to risk it?
What if you got 2 mana?
Yep.
How bad could it be? I actually don't know how bad it could be.
It could be pretty bad. I'm going to be honest. It's pretty bad.
So that's crit that.
Yeah,
At least you want that to attack so you can give a counter to both of those.
yeah. And also when Mothman attacks, everyone gets rad counters. So I also want that. So I'm going to swing at Callum with both of those. Sorry.
Tapping boy. I will take 11.
So Reconcraft Raider proliferates. So choose any number of permanents and or players, then give each another counter of each kind already there. So I will give both of my creatures an additional +1/+1 token.
Yep.
And then everyone a rad counter.
Does that mean you take an additional one?
No.
Because that happens before.
They happen at the same time.
No, because this is before damage. This is on attack.
Oh, that's on attacks? Then yes, Callum takes an additional damage.
Cool. Each of you can get +1 token on your radiation.
Small note, I don't think it'll stop you doing it. If you choose
I'm
me,
choosing you.
you don't get
No.
to choose what
Yeah.
gets the counters.
That's fine.
So I will also get an
Yeah,
energy.
that's fine.
You're down to what, Callum?
15.
So let's choose any number of permanents and or players.
Correct.
So if I'm choosing all of you as players,
Or
to
you,
get
if you choose
radiation,
Tom as a player, he'll get a counter both
Yeah,
that
Energy
and
and
that's fine.
and radiation.
I will. Oh,
I'll allow it.
Wait, so does that mean that my counters go up
No,
here?
because he's
Just-
not choosing those permanents, he's just choosing you.
Right.
you have radiation.
What about my junk?
Nope.
Nope,
That's
not
not
a
actually
counter.
a counter.
Damn. That's not fair.
Cool. And then because the Wise Mothman attacks, all of is it all players?
Get a red counter.
Each player gets a red counter. Sorry,
Yep.
I'm going.
So we now get a second red counter.
Yep, we should all be up to 4.
I'm up to
No,
3.
because we're different stages. We mill different amounts of cards. We did.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
I just thought you were all on 2 already.
Cool. So I've attacked. I'm now discarding down to 7. Turn.
In your end step, I would like to sacrifice this food to gain 3 life. Up to 12.
Just delaying the inevitable.
And whenever I
should've come.
sacrifice the food, he wouldn't have been able to.
What do you mean?
Or so you think.
He
I'm
intimidated
claiming I have removal. Whenever I sacrifice a food, I create a tapped treasure token. So could I have a treasure token, please?
Yeah.
And then I will untap.
At what speed?
It's
do
tapped.
Card tap.
Yes, but that was in his end step.
Right.
So if you have 4 mana, you can do
I
that.
can tap that. Yeah, cool. That's why I kept 4 mana available.
Unless it says only sorcery speed, then it's sorcery. But
Cool.
Yeah, so
untap,
chunks
upkeep.
or sorcery.
so you could
Draw.
do it now before this happens. So Tom gets another red counter.
I could, but I won't yet.
I will mill 4 cards. So
You eat.
1 for a Brotherhood Scribe, 2 for a Plains, 3 for a Plasma Caster, and 4 for a Behemoth of Vault 10.
So that was 3 non-lands.
3, so I lose that 3 life, and
At least you had it to lose in the first
exactly.
place.
And so what's the wording
So those are in my graveyard.
on
The
On
that one?
Yeah, +1/+1 counter on each of up to X target creature. Okay,
So that's not a creature. I was like, could it have?
so I assume that as soon as the attack has finished,
end of your
at
turn.
the end of my turn, it's no longer a creature. Right.
However, Tom's just milled 3 non-land permanents.
Yeah.
You may put 3 counters.
no,
don't
you
know.
Or
did.
I could place a +1/+1 counter on 3 creatures,
Yes.
but I only have 2 creatures.
So what you could have done, knowing for next time, is instead of putting the counter on the commander, because this was a creature at the time of,
It does
you could
say
have put the counter on
up
that.
to.
Would it then?
It stays. A permanent,
Even though it's no longer
even though
a
it's no longer a creature, it still has a +1/+1 counter.
Okay.
Just quickly, it does say up to, so you can put it on 2.
You did.
Yeah. Which
Oh, you already did it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
that's what
you
I
then
missed.
either couldn't trigger that one for it because that specifically says creatures,
Okay.
but proliferating, if it has a counter on it, you can then proliferate that counter bigger.
Right.
Someone's proliferated Tom into death with poison counters.
This is pretty great, to be honest.
It was
So
great.
while it's attacking,
While it's a creature,
it's a creature that can put a token on it, and the token stays even though it's no longer a creature.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now you're getting into the intricacies.
Intricacies is why I got out of Magic.
I'm going to tap Arcade.
I have a deck that. Gosh,
I'm going to tap Arcade Ganon to draw a card and discard a card, drawing this Ash Barrens and discarding it. I'm just keeping that off the bottom at the moment. I'm going to look at the top card of my library.
Did you want me to turn your deck around so that it's not upside down anymore?
It's fine, to be honest. I'm going to pay the life down to 8 to get rid of that land because that is all I am drawing this game. Goodbye, Terramorphic Expanse. I'm going to look at the top card of my library.
what a shame. I'd love land.
Yeah, I know you would. I'm going to count how much mana I have. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Kai, your
13.
dice are on the piss. It says you have 76 life.
I do. Don't ask questions.
36. You just haven't got knocked.
I think I knocked it and then I just left it there because from my angle it was like, oh, it says like 37. I'm like, yeah, that sounds right.
I'm going to sack the junk to exile the top card of my library, which I can play this turn.
My love.
It's land.
Do you want to put the caps in the box?
No, I'm going to need them
Yeah,
if
but
I stay alive.
Yes.
I'm going to look at the top card of my library.
right here, though.
I'm going
It's the magic. Just have
to
caps strewn across the table.
pay 2 for a Talisman of Creativity.
Nice.
I'm going to look at the top card of my library.
Take a damage.
What's giving him that ability to look at the top card of his library?
Mystic Forge.
All right, cool.
I'm going
Almost hiding out my
to...
artifact. It's a weapons workbench. I actually think it's a Tinkerer's workbench, but still.
No, it's a Mystic Forge. Come on.
I like how they've re-flavored like existing cards.
It's a weapons
new art
workbench.
and new flavor text. It's neato.
Pay
Neato
2
burrito.
using Artifact Ganon's second ability to cast a Plasma Caster from my graveyard, which will give enchanted creatures +1/+1 and other things, which will give me energy.
Equipped creature.
Yeah, equipped creature. I then have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, what a bloody legend.
Thank you for the follow. Kai is in fact playing.
I don't
we
know what
have
MTG
any-
is. I'm playing Fallout.
Any mods in chat that can get rid of POPO Gamer, as they are a bot.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Cool. I think this is the only thing that's going to keep me alive. So I'm going to pay
You could propose. Oh no, you already did that. Can't do it anymore.
white, and then 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hi, 667 Omega MTG. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Howdy.
Thank you. To cast an austere command.
Sorry, I missed your messages, Omega. It was not intentional.
I am destroying all enchantments, all creatures with mana value 3 or less, and all creatures with mana value 4 or greater.
Say it
Nice.
again.
All enchantments, all creatures with mana value 3 or less, all creatures with mana value 4 or greater. So it is everything but artifacts. Go on.
Wait, say that again.
Everything but artifacts is getting destroyed.
So you're doing all creatures
All
with.
mana value 3 or less. Oh, sorry, it's only choose 2.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
don't.
was like, well, which
I
are you
thought I
choosing?
could do all of them. Give me a moment then. This changes my mind a
This
little
is
bit.
4. This is 3. This is 3.
Yeah, I think
Four,
it's
four,
because of everything Kai's got going on. As much as I'd want to get rid of Callum's enchantment,
It's not doing anything.
exactly. All creatures.
All creatures.
All creatures.
I don't have a creature with flash.
We'll tap to play Mutational Advantage.
Yep.
Permanents you control with counters on them gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to these permanents this turn. Proliferate.
Is that?
That is destroy, not exile, right?
It is destroy.
Yep.
Sorry, I've moved the Solemn Simulacrum already. In response to that, I would like to exile your commander. This is dispatch. Tap target creature. If I control 3 or more artifacts, yes, exile that creature.
Okay. See if being hexproof doesn't stop that.
Because I'm doing this in response, I'm doing that before it gets hexproof.
So Tom's
When
destroying
is an
everything.
instant not an instant? Always.
When I play an instant
So-
in response to your instant.
Yeah, so Tom says destroy everything.
Yeah.
You say my shit can't be destroyed. He says, hey, I'm going to get rid of that one thing.
Yeah.
And then, so this won't get destroyed because
Yeah.
that's still there.
So this gets exiled, but they get exiled back to like the command.
You can
zone or
choose for it to
whatever.
go to the command zone.
Yeah.
Dex creatures get destroyed. Her enchantments hit the graveyard, but her artifacts stay on the battlefield. Yep, that is the correct response. I draw a card from Solemn Simulacrum.
I believe Kai. Oh yeah, you've moved it back to the command zone.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't actually exile commanders, can you?
Well, I mean you can. It's just you can also choose to send it back to the command zone.
Yeah. Okay.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana, 5 mana available, and I can look at the top card of my library. Guess what? It's another land.
Oh, also, sorry, as part of Mutational Advantage, proliferate. So
Okay, yep.
I will proliferate my grammar
Fair and reasonable.
and all of you to increase
Yep.
your radiation.
Radiation,
I don't like that,
energy.
but I need one of those cards.
Get irradiated, bro.
I would like to pay 2 for a Steel Overseer. I put a 1/1 counter on each artifact creature I control. Yep. I will then equip him with the boot scoots.
Gives them the ability to attack with it this turn.
Also gives him the ability to tap and put counters on him. And
If I had one, I could respond to Tom's response and counterspell.
yeah,
The stack is where the game starts to lose me, but It's okay.
How do I...
I would like to pay 2 and give him the Plasma Caster. So he, at the moment, is a 2/2. And as much as I would like to hit people, if I don't leave him up, Kai can kill me next turn, which is probably deserved. So I will pass the turn.
I mean,
It's going to become a 12-12 next turn.
Yeah, but it doesn't have trample.
it's true.
Yet.
I was going to say flying, but then it's only 4/4. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Fair. Fair shake of the sauce bottle, mate.
Great.
Look, I did the thing you do when you have lots of mana.
Anyone watching the video that was like, Beck just drew a card, it's because my sticky fingers allowed me to draw a card because the creature it was enchanted on died.
Fair and reasonable.
Fingers.
Beck's got mana.
I do have mana.
Just a little bit of mana.
You have no idea what kind of mana I got.
Yeah, once you actually know the steps and you're like, you have to pass priority after every single moment, there's a lot of magic that you just skip over. As long as everyone knows when they can jump in and respond, it's totally fine.
Alright, so at instant speed, we're going to sack the junk.
Sorcery speed.
Sure.
So you actually, have you milled from this yet?
No, I haven't.
So because the junk is sorcery speed, you have to do that first.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright.
four.
Mill. Bloodforged Battle Axe. Arcane Signet. Clifftop Retreat.
Land.
Land. So 2 lands. So for each online card milled this way,
That's
so
gone.
2 go back.
Yeah, I know. I had that on
lose
it
2
to
life,
remember
so
that I
down
have to
to
pay more
32.
for it, but...
Down to 32.
Why does that go up?
And they all get.
Oh, yeah,
yoked.
because that is dead. Yeah. Muscle memory. Mothman,
Fair and
no.
reasonable.
Mothman memory.
I miss you.
Now you can sack the junk
It's,
token.
it's Mothel memory.
Terrible.
It's a pretty hardy looking graveyard. Alright,
Let's mill
stacking
around,
junk.
boys.
I'll mill you all to death.
The top card of my library that I'm exiling is in the Reckless, legendary creature, human warrior. Whenever in the Reckless attacks, if it's modified, you may have it deal damage equal to its power to you and any target.
Oh, banger.
Ian's, I think, the first companion you can get for that one.
I'm just
Yeah.
going to do this now. I'm going to sack my Evolving Wilds.
So,
He would go amazing in my Chishiro deck. Just get stronger, keep blapping things.
But
alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
basically.
7, 8, 9. That's at instant speed.
it would have been a while till I drew a mountain. So that's going
That
to
good, huh?
That's going to enter tap. I would have got a red land on top, but it would have entered tapped. It was a scry land.
Alrighty.
Fair and reasonable.
Are we ready for me to play?
Oh, heck yeah, we are.
Kai had the right idea.
I'll just pretend I do this at the end of your turn, unless shit really matters.
He's now gone back to command zone twice, which
Yeah.
means now I need to pay 4 mana to get him out. Once
Ow.
again.
He's only gone back once, but I was like, it's +2 to...
I haven't cast mine yet because I haven't had red mana.
I'm so keen for you to finally play something. It's been, what, 3 turns in a row?
Anyone like to cut?
Touch, it's your fault.
Alright. So we're going to start with a white, a red, and that happens at instant speed. Does this happen at instant speed? The Soul Ring?
Technically,
any color.
technically creating mana is an instant speed, but you can do it at any time.
It does not use the stack.
It does not use the stack, so it's not instant speed. Technically.
But yes, you can tap it whenever you want.
So turbo instant?
Turbo
Pretty much.
Instant. Anyway, that's fine.
Basically, creating mana is the one thing that you can't respond to.
Ah, yes. That's fine. So super instant is the point.
Yeah.
3 for 3 dog. Galaxy
Oh.
Use DJ. Legendary creature, human bard. Whenever you attack, you may pay 2 and sacrifice an aura attached to 3 dog. When you sacrifice an aura this way, for each other attacking creature you control, create a token that's a copy of that aura attached to that creature.
That's sick.
Bringing you the news, no matter how bad it hurts.
Now. I don't know what that's doing there. For 2. I haven't played land for turn. I have not.
So some of these guys are threats. When
Yeah, that's
both-
why I wiped the board.
2. And a green, we are going to play Strong Back. Enchant creature. Equip abilities. You activate the target enchanted creature costs 3 less to activate. Go on, it did. Aura spells you cast that target enchanted creature costs 3 less to activate, 3 less to cast, and then enchanted creature gets +2/+2 for each aura and equipment attached to it. However, I don't know when that happens exactly. However, now I'm going to equip the pre-war formal wear, which costs me nothing to do so because of the strong back.
Nice.
So this creature, 3-dog, now has 2/2 and has vigilance. So he's that.
He's more. He also gets
Yeah, so he also gets another +2/+2. But he just has +2/+2 for this one.
I mean,
No,
this
it's
is
fine.
the-
It's
actually more. He's currently getting +6/+6 because this one is +2/+2 for each aura and equipment. So that one's giving 2 and that one's giving 4.
so +6/+6.
Yeah.
Great. He is a 7/11.
Can I get a sausage roll, please?
No, you may get a slushy. Ba-ba-da-ba.
So 7.
He's a 7/11. I don't have enough mana to get the best boy out. I can cast this though. It kind of makes sense to pull him out.
Yes.
Yes. I wish I had more junk. That would be great.
Same.
Same.
It would be great if I could get dog meat out, actually. But alas.
You want to get your commander out? This commander game?
Yeah,
dare you.
how
Hold on.
dare I?
Yeah, same. 4 mana, right?
Just don't. Like, just yeah.
Don't even worry about it.
Like me, just don't.
It just won't be an issue.
I had so many cards in hand that when I had a
Don't get
board
cards all
state,
around.
it would have been.
Alright, well, let's. Yeah, because I need a red to do it. So, Rootbound Crag and the Scattered Groves. We're going to, because he was exiled this turn, we are going to play Ian the Reckless. Aegis D, if he's modified in any way,
Yeah.
I may have it deal damage equal to its power to you and any other target. So he does smack me in the face if I use him.
Still cool though. Like as long as you're on more life than your opponent, that's a straight to the face.
Everything has summoning sickness, so I'm gonna play land for turn. I hate this. It's just a forest.
Go, Callum, go.
I'm
Cast your commander.
Past turn.
And in my end step, I pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Is he going to do it? Is he going to play his commander or is he going to
I
play
think
one of
middle
the
4.
many cards?
1 non-land, 2 non-land, 3 non-land, 4 non-land. Goodbye, all of them. Take 4 damage.
Means I can't proliferate them anymore.
Yep.
Because there's none there to proliferate.
Great.
You are very suddenly on the weak side of the table, my
That would
friend.
have been great a couple turns ago.
What's that?
Whenever a
That's-
creature dies, put a charge counter on black market. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, add black for each charge counter.
They put a black market in these decks?
It's not black market connections. It's
No, black market's still a banger. That's just like, you want mana? Here's mana.
Yes Man. Target opponent gains control of Yes Man. So I'm going to do that one first. There's black market for everyone. Nope, not a junk jet.
It's fine. Just keep going.
Yes Man. Is that going to work? Because I would like to read that card.
No.
Yep, it
Just
is
read it.
Tap target opponent gains control of Yes Man personal Securitron. When they do, you may draw 2 cards and put a quest counter on Yes Man. Activate only during your turn. And when Yes Man leaves the battlefield, its owner creates a tapped 1/1 white soldier creature token for each quest counter on it.
Oh, I love that. So everyone gets card draw and then you get
Yeah, a bunch of 1/1s.
a bunch of 1/1s. I might find a copy of that from my new soldier deck.
Choose any choose any number of target creatures with equal toughness. Destroy the chosen creature. Choose
Chosen
any number
creatures.
of target creatures. It is a red singleton, and it's not a singleton.
All right, you have 6 mana. Mm-hmm. What would you like to do?
Kai, am I going to live till my next turn?
I mean, time's the easier whack-a-mole.
Kai can't kill me without removing.
What do you mean?
Because that's going to double and go to 12.
Yeah.
Are you going to swing at me?
I don't know. Are you going to have any blockers?
Because it doesn't have trample.
It doesn't have
It doesn't have
trample.
trample.
Hang on, what have you got in your hand?
No.
What's that?
You should probably play.
You're fine.
Something.
You're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it. There you go. You like that.
Yeah, I'm Black Market in my group Slug deck because that deck is just stay alive long enough to ruin everyone else's day, and that card helps.
Kai, can I get you to attack me? Is that going to...
Excuse me?
You heard me. I
You can't possibly.
pass the turn.
You can't possibly.
No, buddy.
Kill him. Kill him for this.
Very suspicious behavior.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I've actually got enough mana now that, like, it's worth stacking them. It's absolutely amazing.
Meanwhile, I have enough mana that it's alright. Here's my untapped, here's my tapped, and I'll just count how much I have. Not to brag, but I've basically only drawn lands this game.
And then you mill. Haha.
You do, you mill one.
I do. It's true. Young Deathclaws. Oh man, that's probably cool.
Probably is cool, you lose a life.
It's got Menace. Each creature card in your graveyard has Scavenge. The Scavenge cost is equal to its mana cost.
Yeah, that would have been real cool.
Too bad it's in my graveyard.
Ha!
And I lose a health. A life.
But
One of those.
that rad counter is now Gonzarelli.
Gonzarelli. Indeed. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mana.
It's now the beginning of your upkeep.
Yeah.
That technically happens first.
Just casual 12-12 with Vigilante. Can we just have a little 2 counter over here?
For Kai.
There you go. Thanks. I'm probably maybe going to cast him this time. We'll see. Okay,
point.
let's have a look.
It's an easy crew for your Theta, and it'll get things when stuff happens.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh yeah,
Don't mind me, just whispering to the cat.
he's a good boy. I'm right here.
7.
To be fair, chat probably can't hear me.
What artifacts and enchantments have you got out here at the moment?
I'm-
I've got this.
It's
Unfortunately-
nothing important. Don't worry about it.
A lot of artifacts. While a lot of us do like upgrading precons, Kai has mostly and entirely bought these because he is a
Haste and Shroud. Haste and Shroud.
giant Magic Fallout fan, not a Magic
One.
fan, and is not upgrading these decks.
He gets energy tokens from this creature attacking.
Yeah, but energy tokens do nothing for me.
At the moment, they don't. Just wait until you cast again.
It's fair.
Also, Tom said I bought them. I didn't. My very generous friends gifted them to me for my birthday.
Technically, I didn't, but that's because Kai and I shared a birthday, and so I couldn't be clued into what they were getting him without them also cluing me into what I was
Yeah.
getting. So
Honestly, surprised you two didn't find out, but
It's pretty
no
good.
one said anything.
When does Assassin's Creed stuff
not
drop?
for another month or so.
Okay.
Vigilance doesn't mean a thing doesn't have summoning sickness. It just means it doesn't tap.
No, haste means
When
it doesn't have something.
haste. That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, vigilance means it doesn't tap. Haste means it doesn't have summoning sickness.
Yep.
Oi.
All right. I'm just gonna. I feel like it's risky, but I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna play a forest.
So risky.
So risky.
I know. I hope this doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. I'm going to tap 3 forests.
That's 2 forests.
That's 2 forests, and that can create green. And then I'm going to tap X, and X is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to play Rampaging Yaogwai, which has Vigilance and Trample.
Jesus
You
Christ.
have one more if you want it. X can be 8.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep.
Yeah, sure, it can. Why not? One matter's probably not going to do anything for me.
It gives you extra ability to destroy stuff. It gives you an extra mana to be able to...
Rampaging Yaogwai enters the battlefield with X 1/1 counters on it. So 8 1/1 counters.
Just ignore the fact that these are negatives.
Sure.
I mean, we could also give Kai something else to track his command zone.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, or I could just remember and just not be a
No, just 2.
dunce.
Put the 2 there.
Put the pips on. Jeez, boys.
I'm freaking out, man.
And then destroy.
Here's an example. It's got counters on it, and when it enters the battlefield, destroy any number of target artifacts and/or enchantments with total mana value of X or less. So I have a total of 8 worth. So I'm going to destroy both of those,
Which is how much?
which is a total of
6.
6.
So you got 2 left, technically.
You can't target him because of the shroud, but you can target the thing that's giving it shroud.
Right. So that's
That would be 8.
6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
So that's the one that gives it shroud.
Yeah.
What's the other one do?
Gives
Yeah,
him +1/+1, and whenever it attacks, I get 2 energy, and I can pay 2 energy, and target creature that's blocking this creature, if I flip a coin, the target creature gets exiled.
What?
Yeah, otherwise the plasma caster deals 1 damage to it. Honestly, it's not doing much right now, apart from giving him +1/+1.
Yeah, but then when he blocks, you have a 50-50 chance.
No, no,
Oh, that's blocking it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not it
so as long
blocking.
as I don't block it, you
Yeah.
won't exile me.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, so get rid of the
Thing that's giving it
Other
shroud.
one.
Yeah.
I hate you. Is that exiling it or is
No,
it?
no, just destroying it. Dogmeat can get him back.
Yeah. Cool.
Kai was addicted to magic. He broke the curse. We're trying to get him back.
Now, Yao Guai is got summoning sickness, but he can fly a spaceship.
But that will tap you out, so you'll be open to absolutely everything.
With his 35 life, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely everything is 7, 8, 9,
This actually no longer
10,
has
11,
these counters.
Yeah.
That's right now.
3, 4. Things could have haste.
I am incredibly
All
upset.
buffs, spec and auto
Sorry.
enchantments. She's like,
I'm finally doing things.
Yeah, I know. And I did this.
You did this.
I'm not upset. It gave Kai a chance to play the game.
He would have got there eventually.
Eventually. I did have that, and I was going to use that to destroy it, but I didn't have enough to attack with for it to be worth it.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of waiting.
It's a great card.
Right. What have you got? 8, 11. Alright. My bear is going to fly the UFO to attack Tom,
Yep.
and Lily is going to swing at Callum.
Does she have vigilance? Yes.
okay.
I have no response.
I declare no blockers.
That's not the same thing.
Wait, no, I don't. I don't declare no blockers. We're going to have to do something.
It doesn't have trample.
It doesn't have
You
trap.
can move to
So
damage
before
damage.
no, because I've got 11.
Yeah, but before damage.
It's 12.
Yeah. Okay, it depends what you're doing.
Before blocks, thank you very much. I'm going to tap 4. Entrapment maneuver. Target player sacrifices an attacking creature. I make X/1/1 white soldier creature tokens where X is its toughness. Kai, please sacrifice an attacking creature.
Right. So it doesn't have to be the one that's attacking you.
No.
So I
No.
can sacrifice Reconcraft Theta.
Yes.
Very reasonable.
I will
Yes.
make 4.
Can you believe he just saved you?
Thanks for coming.
What a guy.
Look, it's us two against you
What a
two.
guy.
That's
Oh
what
my
it's been.
goodness.
I'll make
Next
4 of
helping you.
those.
I'm trying to wipe the board.
And I'm going to use one of them to block your boy.
Yeah.
Good move.
I tried to convince him to only attack with 1, and it would have been fucking great. 12 1/1s.
Great card. Great soldiers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I block with 1.
Yep.
I like how this isn't a beer cap. It's like
A soy
it's
sauce cap.
Yeah, soy
There's
sauce.
several of those.
Look,
Yeah,
money's
I-
money. It doesn't
I go-
matter what form
Yeah.
it comes in.
I go through more soy sauce than beer in my house, so.
Soy sauce is gluten free.
The AM brand is gluten free.
Oh, there you go. Which explains why.
Past 10.
All right, in your end step, I would like to tap my Steel Overseer to put a 1/1 counter on each artifact creature I control. Look at the little guy go. I draw a card. I then untap everything first. I'll count my mana when it matters. And I'd like to look at the top card of my library. I mean, that's cool, but yeah, whatever. Oh, I can actually... No, it's not an artifact spell. Cool. I mill 2. I'm milling Bottle Cap Blast, which basically does 5 damage to something, and an island, so I lose 1 life. and remove one of those things.
One of those
Cool.
thingamajigs. Radiation counters.
I would now like to look at the top card of my library. I mean, cool. Gonna leave it on top for now. I'm gonna pay 1, 2, blue, red, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For Dr. Madison Lee.
Doctor's back.
Just Camaston just a little bit. I'd like to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe that's what this cost. Yep. It spell has flash, but I prefer to just get it out now. It costs 1 less for each creature attacking me. It is a sentry bot, and when it enters the battlefield, I get an energy for each creature attacking me. At the beginning of combat on my turn, I may pay 3, and if I do, put a 1/1 counter on each creature I control. That is a artifact, so I will get one from Dr. Madison Lee, leaving me with 1, 2, 3, 4 mana available. I will look at the top card of my library. I will play a Temple of Epiphany for turn to scry 1, moving this land to the bottom of my library.
Well, now we know what it is.
I will look at the top card of my library.
And we've got him.
It's another land, ladies and gentlemen.
my luck this game.
Did you shuffle that deck?
I have shuffled that deck so many times. Every time I've shuffled, I have made sure to shuffle it so many times. That is tapped. I would like to pay 1 to create a food token. That is there. That is not an artifact spell. I will go to the beginning of combat. I will pay 3 and put a 1/1 counter on each creature I control. 2 and 3.
Sentry Bot still has Summoning Sickness, doesn't he?
Yes, but he can still have counters put on him. It's not tap to do that ability. And I would... I could shuffle my library, I could pay 1 life, but I don't think it's worth it. I'll pass the turn.
Cool.
With no cards in hand.
You did drop your life on the screen, but you didn't spin your dice, just so you know. The 7.
Thank you. From the red counter.
What's the time on?
7.
7.
7.
7.
I'll keep looking at this top card of my library, and
See if you can make it make sense.
I mean, it's cool.
All right. Well, I can't help you with that.
It's just not useful. It's a land that creates energy counters.
That would have been removed, wouldn't it? With your...
No, he didn't target it.
Oh, okay.
It was, target auras and enchantments with
8 or less. And he
mana value of 8 or less. So I spent all 8 on
Okay.
those 2 and Tom's one.
I forgot that that was an enchantment, so I apologize.
That's okay. I won't nuke your land.
My thing that just makes it any other color.
fair and reasonable.
Yes. All right. So 1, 2.
Hey, thanks, Omega.
We have, a creature, human soldier, the Brotherhood Outcast, and we have Agility Bobblehead.
Yay.
But they remove the radiation counters.
Yeah, and you lose 2 life down to 30.
Sure. Does that mean I lose the radiation altogether?
Yes.
Hey!
I can't proliferate it.
Look, it's still doing things. I love that mechanic. Like,
That's very
radiation is just fun.
So,
I like it hangs around, but slowly ticks down.
Slowly ticks down. As you lose the good stuff, it ticks down.
For the fun of it, we're gonna go white, red, green. Yep. Yep. And then
Hit, cut, hit.
two.
Don't hit me. Hit Callum. We have an alliance.
I'm not a threat. If you leave
Three.
Kai alive.
He has 3 soldiers. That is very threatening.
Versus
You
your.
have 3 creatures. I have 2. Mathematically,
This
you
is
are the
gonna
bigger
go up-
threat.
This is going to go up to 24 power. Thank you.
You have
But then
3.
it's going to go up to 24 power, and then
Play
Next turn.
Next turn will drop to 0.
from the
Yeah.
command zone
So he's going to have a 24 power creature for a turn.
for the third time.
yeah.
Yes, dog meat.
Look at him go. All right,
He's
mill
back,
some
baby.
cards, return some cards. Just do it.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so of those ones that I have I can return an aura or equipment card from the graveyard to my hand. The only one that I got was Rancor, which allows me to enchant a creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+0 and has trample. When Rancor, sorry, rereading.
Yeah, you can return any. So if there's a better one that you like, you can return, but Rancor is cheap and great. So
I know, I'm just looking at it. +2/+0 and has trample.
You should chat.
When Rancor is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, return Rancor to its owner's hand. Damn.
Yeah.
I don't get it if it's milled.
but not to point out a fun combo to you, but if you had the mana, you could put it on 3-dog, sacrifice it to 3-dog's ability, put a copy of Rancor on everything else, the Rancor then comes back to your hand. I think that's cool. I think that's a really fun play. You don't have the mana to do it this turn, but that's really cool.
Yeah, but this can come back to my hand. It only cost me 1 and I still have 2 mana.
Oh, you can do that this turn?
I absolutely
I thought
can.
Rancor cost 2.
1 green.
No.
I think that's really cool and you should do that.
I was kind of looking at getting...
But Rancor will make him have trample, and there's not really a lot to trample with.
That's fair.
I was thinking about the pre-war formalware.
Also a banger.
It's going to enter the battlefield. Like, I'm returning it to my hand. But it's going to enter the battlefield, which means mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. Like,
Okay.
just a
Oh, you
creature.
can get Codsworth
Things you
back.
could do, yeah. Or yeah, you could do 2 things.
Yeah. Hang on. So what I'm doing is I'm actually putting the things I can bring back to the bottom so I have a better chance of looking at them.
Look, Tom, I think we're out of this game, and there's a fight between these two.
Here's the thing, like we're out if they can remove us. Otherwise, I've got so much going on, but it's doing very little. The second it does something,
I don't have a lot going on. I don't have a board
Yeah,
stack.
3 soldiers. 3.
You have a total of 20
1 grandma
counters.
the problem is
and a dying bear. Come on.
this kills.
That's supposed to be done.
But you tapped it.
Oh yeah,
for
it's
the
up
thing.
yeah, that's right.
That's a 10/10. So unless I block it with a bunch of stuff, that kills me, and it very nearly kills you. So it's a lot.
I have total power and toughness 6 here. Oof. Which isn't enough to kill that.
No.
Are they 2/2s?
Yep, because of this.
I have a 3/4, a 4/4, and a 3/6. But I can also tap this to make other things bigger. So I'm kind of stabilizing. I just don't have a lot of life right now.
Okay.
What would you like to return, Beck?
Keep vamping. Okay.
Again.
We're going to... I'm going to bring Rancor back into my hand from casting Dog Meat. This is an enchantment aura where I need to pay green to put it out. Excellent. Now, we are going to... Oof. Okay. Pay green to attach it to 3-dog.
Yep.
Enchanted creature gets +2/+0 and has trample. One rancor is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, returned to its owner's hand. Great. So now we are moving into combat. And I will be swinging at... You've got a 1/1/1/1/1/1. You've got...
Big boys. One big boy specifically.
one big boy.
I got three 2/2s.
3 2/2s. Okay.
Could kill.
Well, we're going to pay 2, so we're going to sack this treasure and pay the Rootbound Crag to activate 3 dogs' ability because they're going to attack. I think either way, this isn't going to work for me. I don't think this is going to do anything, so I'm going to swing at Callum. Neither have Vigilance. But we're going to sack Rancor, pay 2, and sacrifice an aura attached to 3 dog. When you sacrifice an aura this way, for each other attacking creature you control, create a token that's a copy of that attached to that creature. So Ian the Reckless is now modified. Whenever Ian the Reckless attacks, if it's modified, you may have it deal damage equal to its power to you and any target.
That won't work the way you want it to because on the attack, he's not modified. He will still get the copy of that. He'll still hit Callum for 4, but he won't get...
I'm gonna also give you a little heads up. He doesn't have to attack to trigger that ability. It just says whenever you attack, because he is now open. If you attack with him, he is open to death.
He's 1/5.
Yes, I have 6. But whenever you attack, you can sacrifice that one, which would put a... Not the exact one, it'll put a copy on this one and a copy on this one. And this goes to your hand.
It's on
Whichever
each
creature
other
attacking.
attacking creature.
Okay.
So because Dogmeat has Summoning Sickness,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep, so this goes to your hand. A copy of that goes on him.
Yeah. Which makes him a 4/1.
yeah, 4/1 coming at Callum.
4/3. It's plus
No,
2 plus 2,
it's
isn't
plus 2
No,
plus 0.
+2/+0, so 4/1 coming at Callum.
Okay. I will...
With trample?
With trample.
because it gives it trample. So
Yes,
I could
that's
kill
why
it.
I actually put it under there, because I knew people were going to need the rules.
Yep.
Reading the token explains the token.
Yep. Do I... That's my land. That's my hand. Do I block and kill it, or do I take the 4? I think I have to block and kill it. So I will block with one of my soldiers.
Yeah. So you'll still take 2
I
damage.
still take 2 damage. But it'll die.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool.
Down to 9.
Hey, Linda Roland. Good to see you. How you doing? Welcome into... Look, we're getting close to the end. We'll see if someone can pull it out.
That's my turn.
Untap. Draw. No rad this time. About time I drew cards that did stuff. Holy.
You can do it, Callum. I believe.
1 and 2 for an Arcane Siggy.
Hey. He's got 2 red sources, ladies and gentlemen. It's only 3 hours into the game.
I can do that.
Thinking of casting.
I'm thinking of casting, but I have a feeling, because if Kai swings at me, I'm pretty good as dead anyway. So what I have 5 mana, which is not enough to cast everything I want to cast. What I think I'm going to do is tap all 5 to hope this pays off and assemble the Legion. At the beginning of my upkeep, put a muster counter on Assemble the Legion, then make a 1/1 white soldier creature token for each, with haste for each muster counter on that. So I will not make one right now because I do not have an upkeep remaining in this turn, but I will pass turn on that.
Alrighty.
If I can survive, that will ramp me.
That's fair.
If I can
If you survive, it'll at least give you stack outlets for your commander.
Lily's a 24/24. Just that. Draw card. I shall play Nesting Grounds.
Oh, yeah. I think the one modification you can do to this deck, Kai, obviously you can keep them all that you want, but you did get the war room that comes with buying all 4 decks. So I don't know if any of the decks come with a war room. You just slide that bad boy in there.
Obviously in the deck that has the Brotherhood of Steel in it,
Obviously.
which I assume is Bex.
I assume it's Bex.
I've got Brotherhood people in here.
Cool. All right. So I'm going to cast Inexorable Tide. Whenever you cast a spell, proliferate.
Whenever you cast a spell.
That's cool.
2 islands, 2 blues, and 3 colors. We'll tap those. Do I need my swamp?
I mean, this makes colorless.
Yeah, it does, but it also has an ability that I want to keep open, which is pay 1 tap to move a counter from target permanent you control to another target permanent.
That is very cool.
So instead of tapping that one, I shall tap a forest.
You lied to me. You said on my turn it was 9 o'clock.
It was getting close to.
Doesn't change the
That
fact
was
you
1,
lied to
2,
me.
3, 4, 5. Yes, cool. I shall tap another forest to cast Hardened Scales. If 1 or more +1/+1 counters would be put on creature you control. That means +1/+1.
Yep.
This is like a tongue twister. If 1 or more +1/+1 counters would be put on a creature you control, that many +1/+1/+1 counters put on instead. 1 extra counter each time something
So the point is that becomes a 25/25.
would get a counter. No, because that happens in my upkeep.
Oh, so that's already happened.
But
That's already
for
happened.
each individual trigger off this, it would be 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, is that so? That's a 12 now, or it's 24,
No, this is now 24/24.
Yeah.
And that's because
It's really easy.
No, because you just cast a spell, so you proliferate.
Yeah. And you can put another counter on it, so it
Yes,
can be a
okay.
25.
So now it
25.
proliferates,
Yeah.
which would make this a 25/25, but it
Actually
gets
makes
an
it
extra
20,
one,
yeah.
so it's a 26/26.
Yeah.
It makes this go
10 counters.
10 counters. Yeah.
up to.
It's got 8 counters. Put
Now
one
it
on,
goes
to
an
10.
additional. Yeah, so it goes to a total of 10.
All right. Would
Cast
you
more
like
spells.
to add radiation counters onto? I'm the only option.
Yeah, so might as well proliferate
Yep.
you, so you get an energy and a radiation.
Yep.
And then
Cast more spells. Cast more.
it's going to cost me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
It would cost you 6 to cast your commander.
6 to cast my commander. Unfortunate. 2, 3,
But it counts as a spell, it counts as
5.
proliferate.
6. So I can't hang on to that, but I think it's better to get Mothman out there. So I'll tap everything I have left
Board.
You can still smack with
to
everyone though.
bring Mothman back. When Mothman enters the battlefield, each player gets a rad counter.
So,
Yep.
real quick, cast will happen first.
Yep.
So you'll proliferate these 2.
So the cast happens before that comes
You
out.
cast
It's
that
not
and then
really-
the trigger
okay,
goes
so
off.
yeah,
Yeah.
proliferate these 2.
I'm just getting my stuff.
That up to 4. Oh, no, sorry, it goes 28, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know what? Take one of mine. Tell them where's your other die. 28.
Hooray. Okay.
Hang on.
This one, yeah, 12. Yep.
All right, because it's if you were to add a counter, add one more.
You two now get a red counter.
No,
Yes.
I don't. Oh, yes, I do.
Mothman enters the battlefield. Each player gets a red counter. And the proliferate fat's already happened, so
Yeah.
yeah. Cool.
I've got 4, they've got 1.
Okay. No mana left. So none of those are important.
Guys, when do we tell the audience that we're letting Kai win?
Yeah.
So you can.
Who knows?
Okay, so this has trample and is currently a 14/14.
You can bring back down to a level playing field.
Or you can kill
Or I can
Callum.
kill Callum.
Or you can
It's
kill
not a
Tor.
level playing
You
field.
can't
if Kai's
kill me.
also
I
up
have
there.
I have enough blocks to stop that.
You have 14. You have 7 worth of blocks?
7.
Okay.
This is currently a 4. So that would be 11, and that's 15, and then I would get an additional 2, so I have 17 worth of block.
Thank God Kai doesn't have Rancor.
I know, right? So if you'd have cast it on my Yaguai, not on my...
Look,
Funny.
if you leave me alive, you get
No.
radiation triggers. If you attack back,
Kai, I'm just saying we need to get this game
Yeah.
moving along.
I know. All right, so how much mana have you got? None, Beck?
No, I have nothing open.
I have 3 now.
3 mana. All right, so Rampaging Yaguai, Swing Callum.
Okay.
So 14 with Trample. And Lily at Beck, which is at 28.
Without trample.
Yeah, so I could just throw 3 dog at it.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll block Lily with 3 dog.
Tell me you don't want to keep me alive?
I got nothing, man. I got no cards in hand.
That's almost lore accurate because 3 dog got attack by Swing.
I have no blocks. I am dead.
Yep.
Close.
Rip.
It's unfortunate I had a very slow start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's kind of...
It's the game. Thank you. See you guys.
Okay.
all right, you can. Yeah, you can go.
Well, with this,
fixing
let me unplug this computer. You have to read through this deck and everything.
That's that. They both got vigilance. Mothman has summoning sickness.
In your end step, I'm gonna crack a food to go up to 10 life. I'm then going to pay 1 to exile, pay 1 life to exile the top card of my library back down to 9, which is why I didn't grab a card. I'm going to look at the top card of my library. It's not a land, but it basically is. When I sack the food, I create a tapped treasure token. Untap. Sorry, also in your end step, put a 1/1 counter on each creature thing I control.
Did you already do that? Because you did
Yes.
that in Kaizen stuff.
Yeah. Each artifact creature I control gets a 1/1 counter. Cool. Okay, draw.
Get irradiated, bro. Oh, that's after you draw, yeah.
And then I will look at the top card of my library.
Oh, that's your life. Whoopsies. I'm stealing mine.
Just use my life token.
You're on 34.
I will pay 3 energy to draw that card. I will then look at the top card of my library. I will mill 4.
I should have killed Callum because now he's just being
1,
menace.
2, 3, 4. Goodbye, James Wandering Dad. Goodbye, Loyal Apprentice. And goodbye, Rex. I lose 4 life down to 5, but I no longer have red counters.
Tokens up you.
No, but it's about to go up more when he mills stuff. How many did you mill, Tom?
4.
Okay, so each of those going to count.
Well, okay. Good point.
Everything gets 2 counters put on it.
Just do it
Hang
this
on,
way.
guys.
You got dice.
I look at the top card of my library. It's another land.
You go down to 5, Tom?
I am on 5 life, yes.
Alright, so sorry, how much did... So you milled...
milled 4 non-land
more
cards.
than 2, so that's
Yeah.
all that matters,
He
really.
did also remove his radiation, so you cannot proliferate his radiation.
True.
Radiation ones. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm getting prepared.
So 14 on this board.
Just so Beck has a chance to win the game.
Oh,
1,
you
2,
got rid
3,
of that when you rushed
4.
my turn.
Nah, I still think that was the right choice. I'm going to play Vault 13, Dweller's Journey. For each player, exile up to 1 target enchantment or creature that player controls until Vault 13 leaves the battlefield. I'm now exiling your enchantment and your big creature that's going to gain you 30 life.
Wow.
That's fair.
Wow.
You know what this deck needs? Needs the one that when a creature leaves the battlefield, you put all the counters on that.
I'm going to
Bring it over here.
Yeah, because it comes back later.
Oh, okay.
So the idea is that it stays under here until this leaves, and then when it leaves,
Right.
they come back out.
I'm going to pay to
Do
sack the
tokens
Wayfarer's
go away, though? Because it's
Yes.
left the battlefield? Yeah.
That's basically the only thing I'm doing. I still think you're in with the best chance. Searching for an island, entering tap just so I can shuffle my library and get the land off the top of it. I'm well past half my deck is gone.
Mill more.
You could actually mill me out if this game kept going. Would you like to cut?
Yes. I really hope this gives you something incredibly useless.
Kai, you also have a chance to cut if you would like to. No? Cool. I will look at the top card of my library. I will pay 1, 2, 3 for an intelligence bobblehead. It adds 1 mana of any color, and I draw X cards, so X is the number of bobbleheads I control. But that costs me 5, and I'm probably not going to do that. That gets me an energy counter. It also puts a 1/1 counter on Dr. Madison Lee. Because she's there. Oh no, I could put it on Sentry Bot, but I won't. I'll put it on Dr. Madison Lee. I'll look at the top card of my library. That's a land. I will... any other way I can draw a card? No. I will pay 1 life and exile the top card of my library down to 4. I will look at the top card of my library. It's another land. I will pay 2 for a Mind Stone. Getting myself another energy counter. I will pay 1 to sack the Mind Stone to draw a card. I will play a land for turn. I will look at the top card of my library. It's another land. I'm really trying, everyone, I promise. I would like to go to combat. And I don't have enough energy for that. I will swing. I will pay 2 before combat to equip the Sentry Bot with the Plasma Bolt. I would like to swing at Kai for 5.
Just that one?
Just that one.
Yeah, I'll take 5.
I've done it, guys. I've hit Kai. He's not blocking because the Plasma Bolt could kill his
Has a
creatures.
50-50 chance of killing whatever blocks it.
Do you have anything that says if you do combat damage to a player?
No. That gets me 2 additional of that. I will pass the turn because there's no reason for me to try and draw a card right now because I won't have the mana to play it. Go.
And before it's the most powerful card that only costs 2 mana to play it.
Look, I think this entire deck revolves around Liberty Prime and I haven't been able to hit him yet. So I had all my communism, these evil lines lined up. I was ready to throw Liberty Prime
Death
down.
is a
Mill 1 card. Mill 1 card.
Mill a card back?
It's a non-land.
Well rested. It's an enchantment. Enchant creature. As whenever this creature becomes untapped, put 2 1/1 counters on it. Then you gain 2 life and draw a card. Only triggers once each
I
turn.
want that.
Proliferate.
Also looking
Proliferate.
awesome.
That
She
also.
mills a
right.
single non-land
Yeah,
card,
yeah,
so you
yeah.
choose one of them.
Let's go the flying one.
Cool. It's a good call.
Stealing counters you want. Thief Blood.
It gets it twice.
Alright. Alrighty. So, what are we gonna do? We're gonna start by playing a land for turn, and we have Cinderglade. It just enters the battlefield tapped unless I control 2 or more basic lands. So, 1, 2, 3. So,
Nailed it.
Only just.
only just, because I was playing fancy lands before this. Now, I've already drawn my card for turn, and that was it! So, we're going to have a second combat phase, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's going to happen here. So, we're going to sacrifice this artifact, chucking it over here. We're going to exile a card, which is a sorcery, Megaton's Fate. Far out. Choose 1, disarm, destroy target artifact, create 4 treasure tokens, detonate Megaton's Fate, deals 8 damage to each creature, each player gets 4 rad counters.
That's awesome. Doesn't kill the Yao guy.
Kills this one.
I can kill Tom with this next turn if you leave it alive.
You can also kill Beck with that.
Yeah, but
I
she
could
can't
also
kill
destroy
that.
my soul ring and get treasure tokens, because the treasure tokens will do something.
Yeah.
Add 1 mana.
It's 6 mana to get 4 mana. It's not worth it.
Unless there's something that's really...
You could destroy Kai's Soul Ring.
Alright, we are going to pay a green. to
Rancor.
enchant dog meat with Rancor. He'll get +2/+0, and he has trample. Which means he's a 5/3.
Yep.
And if I want him to attack to give me a thing, I'm going to have to sacrifice him to the pile. Because the other card in my hand is a land that I've been holding on
brutal.
to.
It's okay to just pass if you think you can't do anything.
Yeah, I'm going to have to pass. Like, it's just because dog meat is too useful for me.
Yep.
And he's more useful when there's another creature here,
Fair and reasonable.
being his bitch. So that's it. Kai, it is your turn.
You've got the mana to play that if you want to destroy
if you
like
wanna-
Kai's Soul Ring.
Oh, I absolutely could do that.
If you want
Yes.
if you want to nuke something.
Artifact
I
or enchant?
do.
Just artifact.
Hang on. It's a land. Target artifact.
Yeah. Just because you can't get
What would
like
you
the
like?
hardened scales or the thing that proliferates.
4/5.
Yeah.
What are you destroying?
Target artifact.
I played that.
So you can choose between the Contagion Clasp and the Soul Ring.
Right, I did that to equip that. So that's 1 red, 2, 3,
Soul Ring's 4/5.
4, 5. It needs 6.
6. Yeah. Cool.
Thank you. And that still gives me 1 of each.
You have the choice of Contagion Clasp or Soul Ring. This lets me pay for to proliferate because it's entered the battlefield thing has already happened, or Soul Ring.
That's an enchantment, and
Yeah.
it's an artifact. Or I can destroy one of your things.
You could, absolutely. It just depends who's a threat and how you want to try and win the game. I think I'm dead.
We could stop Tom from looking at the top of his library, but we'll get rid of your soul ring.
I'm dead to Kai next turn, so.
Yeah, if Kai keeps his word.
Yeah, true.
Why would I not try to kill Tom?
Fair and reasonable.
That's the game.
Dems the rules.
Damn's the rules.
Dogmeat as commander. Did not expect that. Yeah, the alt commander for this one is Preston Garvey. But I chose Dogmeat. Because Dogmeat best boy.
He's a very good boy.
No, he's best boy.
Not all dogs are good boys.
Some of them are best boys.
No, some of them are good girls.
Dogs don't work in the film industry. What are you talking about?
I don't get the joke.
Island.
Best boys are filmed.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I
dog.
wish I had 2 more mana.
Dogmeat's a commander because he can't be a companion.
It is interesting that he doesn't have a companion.
Island. Swamp.
Because that was bad.
Forest. And some fetid pools. Why not? To play the Master. Transcendent, who is the alternate commander for this deck. When the Master enters the battlefield, target player gains 2 rad counters. Neither of you have rad counters, do you? Okay.
Uncast, proliferate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Give him a minute.
I'm just reading the card, man.
Give him a minute.
Beck, take 2 rad counters. He can be tapped to put a target creature card. Put target creature card in a graveyard that was milled this turn into the battlefield under your control. It's a green mutant with base power and toughness of 3/3.
That's cool.
It loses its other colors and creatures types. Because it's got summoning sickness, I can't use its tap ability until window. Cool. Now, because I cast a spell, I proliferate. And because I proliferate, I get to put an additional 1/1 on the things that I'm proliferating. So they go up by 2. Cool.
You can give me energy counters.
I could. I choose not to. Does that trigger before this? So I can't proliferate Vex. Cool. Okay. Mothman swings at Tom. It's a 9/9 with flying.
That's all that's swinging.
And the Rampaging Yao guy, which is currently a 18/18 with trample
And vigilance.
and vigilance, is going to swing it back.
I mean, you might as well just, swing at me.
Yeah, one at you, one at John.
I'll take the damage. Life is a resource.
Quick buffet. Cast the instant spells from your hand to proliferate everything.
Cool, I die.
Sad. Wise Mothman attacked. Each player gets a red counter.
Okay. And by each, you mean me. Oh, no, you get one too.
Each player. Yep.
Liberty Prime was on the bottom of my deck.
After all that shuffling, how many times do you reckon he was in the top few cards and then got nuked to the bottom of the deck? Like,
A couple.
absolutely,
I reckon at least once.
absolutely amazing. Turn.
All right. That's
that
X out.
tap?
I need to remember that.
Is that swing at Tom?
Yes. And that is Summoning Sickness.
So Beck's on for turn.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Cool, just checking. I'm reminding you to mill 3, that is all.
Yep, that's fine. I know.
Hey, Beck, did you remember to mill 3?
You know what? I didn't. I forgot.
Because of radiation. That
One
No, draw first,
artifact
draw first,
or
draw first, draw first.
That, yep.
one land. One land. The Rogue's Passage. From the railroad. A land. Well, legendary creature. My old commander. Human soldier at the beginning of combat on your turn, create a green aura, whatever, because he's in the graveyard.
So I
Can't
get
get
to
him.
give something
2 counters.
2 counters.
And I take a life.
Let's give them to Mothman.
That's enough to kill Beck right now.
I'm honestly looking at this.
Beck
I'm
has a
like,
turn, though,
Yeah.
to take.
Yeah,
This turn.
if she can't remove both your creatures, she's dead.
I can't.
You're welcome to scoop.
Yeah, I'm just gonna scoop because the only thing I have is the Behemoth Sledge. It gives me the ability to swing at that, but the other thing I have is Exotic Orchard
None
that I
of your
haven't needed.
lands do anything?
Nope.
Don't scoot, give me the satisfaction.
Pass the turn.
I pass the turn on to Kai.
In her end step proliferate.
I can.
It's fair and reasonable.
Sure. Why not? Why not? Things tap, things untap. Draw a card. It's Power Fist. Hell yeah! I don't even know what it does. I'm just gonna play it. Equipped creature has trample. Equipped creature has trample, and whenever this creature deals combat damage
Yep.
to a player, put that being 1/1 counter.
Hey, real quick, proliferate.
Sorry, just to be fair, both of these are back to you.
Oh, thanks.
It doesn't matter.
Does that count as entering the battlefield?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you could have proliferated, it would have gone up to 4.
I'm
You then-
scooping. I'm officially scooping. We're not
That-
playing
that game
Magpie's
is done.
turn. I'm
Swing with the
scooped.
things.
Oh man, what a game.
Yeah.
Woo, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for sticking with us. That is a 3-hour-long video.
Woohoo!
Hell yeah. The real strat is to break that up into 10-minute videos, right?
And upload 1 an hour.
Yeah.
Look, I got to play with energy counters. Energy counters are cool. I didn't know they could do such cool things.
Mill is my boy, and Mill pulled out.
Look, I got to play with cool Fallout pictures. That's all I was worried about.
That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Thank you, guys.
Definitely did something wrong with my deck.
No, not at all. You just got the target of all the removal.
No.
Ah, okay.
I exiled cards / milled cards and they all wound up in my graveyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. You weren't tracking what was exiled and what was milled.
Yes.
Look, fair and reasonable, and that's okay. We make mistakes. We have fun. We hope you have had fun. We have been Nerds of the West. We've had Kai,
War never changes.
Cal,
War never changes.
Beck.
Bark.
My name is Tom. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you next time.